I'm the Tez.
Welcome to the TEZDOWN. Welcome.
I'm the Tez.
Mic check 1 2. Welcome. Welcome to the TEZDOWN. Party time.
I'm only gonna do this once. Classic! Lord God, anything attached to me that could be holding me down and keeping me from my ascension. I pray that you detach that from me, so I can fly. They think ill about me, they still around me. Lord God, please set me free. I ain't going out like Gandhi, bet it won't be nobody next to me. Cause I'm watching the people I'm loving the closest way more than the people I don't. Cause the people that hurt me the most in this life be the people that's locked in my phone. They made a mistake, I gave them some grace. I make a mistake and they won't do the same. People be dishing out what they can't take and they take what they cannot get back to the game. I'm unforgiving cause I'm unforgetting. I harbor resentment, I know what you did. I am not Jesus, it ain't no repentance when I'm on a mission and moving relentless. Been here before, I know the feeling. Think it's forever, the end to be chilling. Mike Jackson, my life is a thriller. Close to midnight, I turn to the villain. Boundaries over sparing your feelings. Sebastian gone, you can cry me a rib. To be great, you gon' have to be different. When you say it, they gotta know that you meant it.
The mic is hot, the light is red. Let's talk about what the paper said. We kept the files on TEZ. Down, Nightcap. Exactly what they wanted to see, but the angles are wrong and the timeline slip. We're reading the notes outside the script. Draw the line from the street to the stand. Nothing plays out the way they planned. We kept the file on TEZ. Down Nightcap. We're spinning the tape back, checking the code, looking for safe waters in the middle of the sea. Cut the static, listen for the breath between the rumors and the sudden death. We just want the facts. Lay them on the floor until the locked room isn't locked anymore.
Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, research, education, and parody. Under this act, fair use is permitted use of copyrighted content that might otherwise infringe on the exclusive rights of copyright holders. The TEZDOWN podcast is a platform for entertainment and education. Edutainment, a blend of education and entertainment, emphasizes content that informs while it entertains. The views expressed in this channel's commentary do not necessarily reflect or represent the views of the hosts, and may not always reflect the complete or verified accuracy of information presented. All content, including commentary, analysis, and discussion, falls within the legal parameters of fair use. We make no claims to ownership of any third-party content. This is the TEZDOWN. Sports unscripted, culture unfiltered. Thank you for understanding.
Classic! Classic! I ain't really trying to do no hooks or none of that. I just want to get on that water, float one time. I'm only gonna do this once. Classic! Panoramic roof for a decade straight. Mama mentality since back in the day. I was in college hooping in crazy 8. 0-6, B class gon' spray. I had a switch on the blick and it sound like a switch every time I let go of the gate. You door with the flick of the wrist. You ask for the time and I show you my wage. 3-3-3, I'm the captain of the team. Take it to the bank, you can follow my lead. I got the codes, I got the keys. Win, lose, or draw, you can put it on me. Full blown step return from a black sheep. Everybody take heed every time that I speak. Plays up the line, I'ma make a good read. Cut from that creed, follow the seed. I die on my sword before the day ever come where I cower and plead. I cry to the Lord before I call a human being for a sigh of relief. I've been working and stacking and learning and growing, ain't really got time to compete. Man, I couldn't even walk just a couple months back, I'm just happy to be back on my feet. Man, they called me to see if I won't do a theater, I told them my dog gotta eat. After all, I just got back from Greece, dancing on cliffs the side of the sea. Living the present, I'm happy to be. Thanksgiving every time that I eat. Amen. Winning every time I breathe. Might as well work cause I can't even sleep. Might as well work to the game been beat. Discovered or not, still moving the lead. Discovered or not, still moving prestigious. Treating myself how I wanna be treated. Had to step away so they know that they need me. Preserving the dope, had to put it in the freezer. Return to the surface, they think I'm a sleeper. Whole time I'm a favorite, I know the procedure. Plot get thicker and thicker. The farther we go in, the waters get deeper and deeper. The harder your times, the farther the distance. These people will leave it to beaver. Nobody wanna be a cover corner, everybody wanna be a receiver. Think we got problems with choosing our leaders, that's why we got problems with moving the needle. I don't speak truth to the powers already know the truth. I'm speaking truth to the people. Sebastian Tate was already hard enough. Let's shoot him a sequel, leave no doubt. Let them know that I'm regal. God ain't make us equal. Back in the work, woman looked me in my face, told me I look like Jesus. I think she see my anointing, I think she know I'm appointed. Yeah, I think she see that I'm glowing, or a farm 100-pointer. Be moving around in these regular spots, these people be knowing I ain't normal. Be modest for real, if I wanted to, shooting percentage be looking like Jordan. Gotta keep the main thing, man on a mission, I know what's important. They told me don't stop, I was already knowing. They told me don't quit, that just show they ain't know me. Long as it's breath in my lungs, I got a habit of going and going and going. Classic!
Welcome to the TEZDOWN Nightcap X, the classic codes. What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing tonight? It's me, it's Tez. We got, there's two of y'all in here. We got In2tdep, and we definitely got your boy.
Say his name and he appears.
Classic!
What up, y'all? What up? What up?
What's cracking, man? What's going on? Okay, let's fix this audio. I'm still going too loud. I'm still too loud. Okay. There we go. That's much better. Much better on my ears and everything else. All right, y'all. Y'all asked for it. Y'all got it. Said I'm picky about my tunes, but I like your music, classic. Envy No One said.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. What up, Envy No One?
Oh, yeah. In2tdep said, visit the official website. Check out the official merch updates and more from the classic codes. Miss WDS said, what up, chat? What's going on, Miss WDS? How you doing? Hello, everyone. If you want to say hello, the cartoon of you two is cute. Thanks. That's not what I would describe it, but I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you so much. 111-333 and 888 in the building. Queen Loyal, what's going on? Queen Loyalty, what's going on? Roxy is in the building. What's going on, Roxy? Facts too tight. I've been missing too many lives. It's a struggle. Don't struggle. Just do it. Just do the right thing. That's all you got to do. You'll be all right. Yeah, that's all you got to do. Nothing wrong with that at all. There we go. Got rid of that. Yeah, there we go. That stuff is going now. You see me doing it live? You see me doing it live? Yeah. You ain't got to worry about it. I take good care of y'all. Yes, I do. Class, man. Good show today, man. Very good show. Very. I appreciated it. Yeah.
Very informative.
It was a good job.
Sure.
It was a good job. Yeah.
Gratitude. Working for the people, man.
Too tight said, glad to have you back, Roxy. She said 888. My bad. She forgot about one. She said I can't forget about Deep.
It's all good.
No, she can't. Can't forget about In2tdep. No.
I'm just the sidekick to the sidekick to the sidekick. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you know what? At least you're not somebody who hates yourself.
That is a truth.
At least you're not. Class, you want to introduce the next video for the people that we got going on today? We definitely got a topic that y'all might feel is close to your hearts. Classic is the person that started the wave on actually talking about it this way. It's called transracial, internalized racism.
You put the two terms together. That's interesting.
Yes, I did.
I didn't know we were starting with that, but that's cool. Yeah. We are going over to Don Lemon's channel. Don Lemon actually had Elliot Connie. He's a psychotherapist of 20 plus years in the field. He's done speaking engagements globally. And he's also from the west side of Chicago. You know what I'm saying? But Elliot Connie and Don Lemon had a conversation, and they were recapping they started off discussing Stephen A. Smith, and then they transitioned into discussing Officer Tatum. But essentially, they were discussing black men who get the label or the tag or the associated with them, like as far as being Uncle Toms or raccoons or et cetera, right? Everything that comes with that. So yeah, it's gonna be a good conversation. It's gonna be a little bit of listening for us. We will have to pause play to get through it because it's a lot of fruits and veggies in there. But it's interesting. I found it to be very interesting, and it ties in with two conversations. It ties in with my discussion on transracial men, and it also it ties in with my episode that I did on different types of men.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it ties in with both. So yeah, it's gonna be good. Did you have it pulled up, Tez? You need me to present?
Yeah, I got it pulled up.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, we all good. We gonna get that one going on right now.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good conversation. Shout out to Chat 333, Miss Woods. I see you, Queen. I see you. Who else in here?
I fixed the mic too. You ain't got to worry about it at all.
Who, me?
Yours went down though, Tez.
Who, me?
I turned it down. That was me.
Oh,
Yeah. Is that better?
yeah, that's better.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
Yeah, I was too loud in my own headphones.
I was gonna say I should be good. I should be.
Yeah, you're
straight.
perfect.
Oh,
I got you totally fixed out right there. Yeah, you gravy. Nothing to worry about. Not on this end. Nope. Okay, let's go ahead and get the dynamic view. Boom. There we go. Dynamic view, y'all. We do dynamic views around here.
That's what's up.
Yeah, dynamic views. There we go. So now we got a screen where, if y'all like the new screen, y'all let us know. Ones, threes, and eights in the chat. If you like the screen, the way we have fixed it, it's a dynamic view. Now we don't have to worry about not being able to see our wonderful faces and our gorgeous pashminas. You know, it's not.
Where
one,
do you
it's not
where
101, but it's less than 100.
Where does one get a pashmina?
This one you can find on my ground score, Sunshine / or A Brooks. Any of the ones that I wear. Also Evol. I wear a bunch of those. This one's made by A Brooks. It's A Brooks collaboration with Ground Score.
That's what's up.
Oh yeah, classic. What up, 333? TS Smith, what's going on, TS Smith? How you doing? Said, nah, Deep, you important too. All right, let's get going. With
Thank you, Roxy.
Racial. All of it got me over here plugging the pashmina companies that I work for. You know,
folks like Byron Donalds and others, and I mean, it is. It's brutal. Do you think it's harsh? Do you think it's fair to characterize Stephen A. Smith that way?
I don't know. I can't say. I think it's fair to question some of Stephen A. Smith's tactics. And I think it's fair to give him a thumbs down and believe that he is not acting in the best interest in the Black community. And I think Stephen A. Smith's response is congruent to what I would have expected from somebody like Stephen A. Smith.
Someone you'd expect. Okay, and in your analysis, what have you, you said not, you haven't put it on video yet. Is it similar to Tater? Because we're going to get to Tater in a minute.
Okay, so I got to be really careful how I language this because I've never met or like sat down and worked with Stephen A. Smith. But if I were to, something like narcissism would be on the short list of things that I would be thinking about and looking at as I analyze him. He demonstrates certain skills, certain traits. One of them is grandiosity. He seems to have a very inflated idea of himself, and he thinks that his opinion should matter to everybody for whom he's giving it. And there have been lots of times, if you guys have ever watched his show on ESPN, an athlete will say something negative about him, and he will almost like challenge that athlete to a fight through the camera. He'll say things like, you know, I'm looking right at you and I ain't going anywhere. It's like, bro, you're talking about a 300-pound NFL player who could pummel you into the ground, but you like, so there's this grandiose nature to him. And then the other thing that is alarming to me just about his psychology is he does not respond to feedback well. So if somebody were to refer to me as a sellout, I would absolutely experience my like that hurts my feelings. That would be hurtful because the Black community means a lot to me.
okay, let's touch on that just a bit. All right. Now, if you have a problem with people calling you a sellout, do you think that it's a personal issue, or do you think that's because you actually are?
I think the key word to your question is people, right? I've never in my entire life been called an Uncle Tom or like a sellout or a house Negro or none of that. Like I've never been called that in my entire life. I think if one person says it about you, it could be much to do about nothing, right? It could be a misinterpretation of who you are, misunderstanding. But if you've continuously over time developed a pattern of people calling you that, it is going to require reflection, because it's one thing that for people to always have you effed up. But if people always got you effed up in the same exact way over and over and over, you know, you may want to do some introspection for sure. I mean, that's if you're interested in what we call so-called improvement or progression, evolution. Because who's to say if you're improving, you're just changing. Who's to say it's better or worse, right? So let's just say evolution. Yeah. So I think the key word to your question is, you know, people. Yeah, if multiple people are saying that, you gotta look at yourself. Especially over time. Especially over time. If you've been called an Uncle Tom in high school, Uncle Tom in college, sell out at your job as a grown-up, like, bruh, you might be with them. You might be with the other side, folks.
Yeah, I would think so. It says I'm not live on one of my channels. What's going on here?
I think I had to go back and open it up, and it was there. The first one wasn't open, so you might want to go back to your.
It's not.
It's working now on my.
It's working
you
now.
To,
okay, yeah, it is.
Yeah,
I don't know what happened there.
Okay. Juice talk about classic better not be a psyop. No, I'm real, folks.
Hey, I will say this. I will say this. Before the 90s, well, I would say before Barack got into it, office, I got it a lot. And it wasn't necessarily because of what I was doing, because I do a lot in our community, but it was how I spoke. Because, you know, I get it from my family more than anybody else. And so I've been called it, but then at the same time, I don't really give a F about what people think, to be honest with you. So for Steven to do what he's doing and putting it out there and acting the way he is, it just shows you are. If you let it hit you and not let it roll off your back like, you know, water does a duck, then you internalize it. And I think with especially with Brandon does the same thing, Mr. What he called him, Tater or something like that. So at the end of the day, I grew up with sticks and stones will break your bones, but words should never hurt you. It's just words. But I've done more for the type of people like churches, and I've given back, and I put myself in free labor, volunteerism, giving money, and so coached youth football, and you'll get it every once in a while, but I think that's just more to hurt your feelings to see if you fall for it. So Steven failed, and that's what he's going to get. Especially when you have a broader community that supported him when he was on ESPN. They applauded him all the way through, but as soon as he starts getting some real money, they start acting funny.
Well, you know, it's I think that's the beautiful thing of listening to Elliot, because as he continues, he's going to give. There's when you're clinically trained or when you learn about these things. I had the privilege of taking a lot of a lot of psychology. You know what I'm saying? To the point where I almost accidentally got a degree in it, but that's another story for another day. But when you learn actually how to analyze and assess these things properly, and you yourself as a therapist go to therapy, you can do your job at an extremely high level. He's going to do a great job of breaking this down from a clinical standpoint, to where it no longer remains debatable, because somebody could fight against your opinion of them forever. Right. You know what I mean? But some things, it does get to a point where it's quantifiable.
Yeah, I watched Steven over the years. So I watched him when ESPN first started. So, and
he can't say that his personality hasn't changed. It definitely has. And then his manner of going about business has changed too. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying that to try to deny what you've done to yourself, and in the opinions that you give off the majority of the time, it'd be counterproductive, especially when he never sticks up for his colleagues.
If he would have kept it business, like Like Michael Jordan, you will never hear him talk about this type of stuff. And he was at the top of his game. So at the end of the day, if Stephen A. Smith is the top of the food chain when it comes to journalists like that, right? Then he should act in a manner to which people would be proud of him.
You would think that would be the case.
I would. I would. I do it now and I don't have to.
Yeah. Let's see how Elliot break them down though. Watch how he break them down.
But if an esteemed organization were to do that, I'd have to like introspectively look at myself and say, what am I doing that's making swaths of people think this? But someone with that type of mentality, they don't do that. Introspection is not one of the skills. They just retaliate. And what you saw from Stephen A. Smith is not introspection, it's retaliation. And there's also, to speak to the grandiosity, he didn't send a like private message to them. He didn't say, "Hey, let's sit at the table and talk." He's doing it
Well,
publicly.
we don't know. Maybe he did, but
That's true.
as
That's true.
well.
But
Tandem,
he
right?
also did it publicly. It was important for him to do it publicly, which fits with the grandiosity. So I would love to see him be introspective and think. And this is the part that's very similar to former Officer Tatum. The part is like, I have to defend my position without any level of introspection, because if a bunch of people are saying this, it's at least worth examining. Why are they saying it? What have I done to put myself in line of this?
Okay, so I'm saying that because it seems that there are similar things that you discuss with Officer Tater. Something about doing harm to people. Would you change your? If I showed you
Dirty work on that name. Dirty work.
Tater. I don't know why, but I like it.
evidence
You're just hungry.
that it's doing harm to people, I forget what you call it in psychotherapy, would you change your behavior? And that
Moral
seems to you
disengagement.
you just said something similar about Stephen A. Do you think he's engaged in moral, or is he engaged in moral disengagement? I know that sounds like an oxymoron.
Yeah, like yes, of course. Like again, if you're saying things that are causing people harm, so all human beings. One of the things I love about your show, Don, I get to be like the nerdy part of myself. All human beings want to think of themselves as a good person. So what we do when we do bad things is we engage in this thing called moral disengagement, which is I can't be a bad person, as this organization is saying, because I believe myself to be a good person. Now, rather
Okay,
Hey,
I gotta
yeah.
touch that. I gotta touch that.
Yeah. I was about to say something too. Go ahead.
This is a pervasive problem that we have in the United States and just about everywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
People love to justify their horrible behavior with the things that they do and say, well, I'm not a bad person because look, I never did this. Okay, but you did a whole lot of this. But I couldn't possibly be a bad person because I never did this. Okay, but you're not listening. You did all of this, though, and that makes you a bad person. I'm a good person. How about this? What if I were to tell you that almost none of us are good? How would you take that? Feel free for either one of y'all.
I thought it was rhetorical. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel I don't want to make it about me because I know they're talking about Tatum, and we supposed to be talking about men who deal with this internalized racism, which they're about to get to. But it's just, I don't necessarily care to be seen as like this awesome person. I like to be inspirational, motivational, and I prefer to be seen as honest over good.
I would agree.
Yeah. I would prefer to be seen as honest over good. I don't necessarily need to be seen as good. I've been seen as good. I've been seen as good for a long time, and all it does, like when you're good but capable of defending yourself in whatever capacity you need to, you try to give people warnings that like don't let this good shit fool you. But when you're good, people always try you, like continuously.
Yeah, continually.
And when you have so like
not to interrupt you too much, but
yeah.
this comment, hey man, I just don't think you understand what's going on here. They didn't mess his name up. They didn't not learn his name. And I hate to say it this way, that I'm explaining it to like a toddler, but
Ooh.
everyone in here is under the understanding that they're not saying his name right on purpose.
Right.
And I totally understand how you would want them to, but that's the main reason why they're not doing it. Just tried to help you out a little bit. Food for thought. Crystal
I
Bush
would
said, if you have to compare yourself to a villain to feel better about yourself, then you're not a good person.
Yeah, I did a video about that. The villains are actually the heroes in most instances.
A lot of times.
Almost all of them. What did I say about protection? Do you remember my thing that I notoriously say about protection? I tell women the best thing they can do to protect themselves, right? It isn't speaking up. It isn't saying no. It isn't, because think about this for a second. Those are words, right? We're talking about actual physical protection. The best thing you can do to fight off strong men is have a big, strong man next to you all the time. That's the best protection you're going to get. And always, if you have, let's just say you have a violent individual that's capable of violence against you, the best way to protect yourself is to, one, either be capable of great violence yourself or have somebody next to you who, maybe might be gifted in it. So you have to ask yourself, what's good on either side? Both of you have objectives and both of you have goals. At the end result, mayhem happens. Who's to say that this was good and this wasn't? I just know that in one of them's used for defense, the other one's used for a special type of offense. In this case, I don't know what they're talking about in the chat yet, but we'll get there. In this case, being seen as such a good person is completely misleading. The people that I see as such a great person, I usually think that those people are probably the fakest, maybe the most dangerous, and maybe the people that I want to steer clear of. Well, they're such a good person to you, maybe, but I think the people that I thought were the best people are the people that have burned me the most. But then again, maybe I'm unique in this. But I don't know, man. All the shining examples of great people seem to have like the worst horrible things behind them. It's the people that are real. The people that are, I didn't like that. What do you mean you didn't like that? We're all having a good time. I said I didn't like that. Don't do it again. Those tend to be the people that are the realest, but also the most altruistic, the truest. I think those are two things that are way more important than just being good. But
I can see your point. I try to be kind. I don't try to be good. Like I spend a lot of my time being I would have snappy comebacks to hurt feelings, right? Because hurt people, right?
yeah,
So I try to be kind. I
Just
try not to
Jason
crash
said,
out.
Everyone is capable of evil. I agree. Too Tight said, see me as Michael Jackson bad. All right, Too Tight, I feel you, man. Origin of Smallpox is Egypt said, those texts are absolutely damning. I don't know what text you're talking about. I'm not saying they're not real. I'm just saying I don't know what you're talking about. Just Jason said, I look like an easy target, so I put a little crazy on, so he knows not to trifle. Ruby Turtleshell said, good people are bad. Oh, okay, so we finally got to that portion of the show where I do want to say that. I mean, let's just say it this way. The people who are trying to project themselves as good are usually pretty bad. That's all I got to say about that. Class, you got anything on this one?
No, shit. I'll just be trying to be me in peace, and I understand that relationships are optional. So, like, as soon as you start complaining about me being me, my response is, because I have never got on my own nerves. So,
yeah,
my conflict resolution is ass, bro. Yeah, it's terrible, bro.
Yeah.
That's why, like, I can't even say. Like for real, like I can't even say I'm good or bad. I'm just out the way.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think if you respect someone enough, you'll try to put your best foot forward. But once they cross that line, you let people know quickly.
Yeah.
I've noticed that about you.
Yeah.
The TEZ too. They're cool
Well,
until
I mean,
you
it comes
say
from a
something
place
slick.
of not. Okay, so I live a life full of respect,
Mhm.
but I think sometimes people think that my respect is the same as gullibility or walkability, and by walkability I mean the ability to be walked on as a rug, or somebody that's gonna lay out the real copper for everybody. I'm not gonna do that. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? But my respect comes from a place of I'm not trying to do to anybody things that I don't like. Like I'm not trying to invite myself to your house. I'm not trying to invite myself to eat off your table. I'm not trying to drive your car. I'm not trying to go through your phone. I'm not trying to wear your socks or your clothes unless you have a brand that I happen to buy them. Shout out, yay! You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to do that. That's respect for me. Respect isn't you can come over to my house, eat all my food, sleep on my couch, and bang my girl. That's not respect for me. It's not. You don't you're not entitled to those things. That's not
Right.
respect. Respect is you can have your space over there. I'm not gonna try to insert myself in it. In exchange, respecting me is knowing that I'm gonna stomp you for trying to insert yourself in mine. Some people might call that, I don't know, domineering. I just call that trying to be peaceful at home by myself.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't hang out with people who I don't like. Like I revere everybody who I rock with. So I don't like when I find out they don't revere me, I just be like, okay, well, what you around for? Like I just find it to be interesting. Like there's a lot of people who voluntarily put themselves around people and even call each other friends, and they genuinely be having like issues with each other. I don't understand that. Like there's
Yeah.
this thing once you become an adult, like if you're not working your obligations, like okay, your job, whatever you do to make your income, if you're not handling obligations, everything else is called leisure time. In your leisure time, if you spend it with people who you have like a quiet issue with, or if they got like a quiet issue with you, I find it to be very strange.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
find it to be
The,
very
the the
strange.
whole quiet hater type of thing or the silent hater, the
They just
person that
may,
like we're
yeah,
gonna
they,
share the
they
same
just
room
may
for
not
too
like,
long.
they just may not like something about you, but it just be
Right.
like, you know, you don't have to deal with me, right?
Right.
Because here's
It's
the
not a
thing. Okay,
requirement
so Tez, if I come like you do Irish goodbyes, right? You'll pull
all
up,
the time.
come to a function, and then you just leave. You don't say bye. You don't say all right, y'all. I'm
I
finna
just did
slide or
one the other
nothing.
day.
You be there and then you be gone, right? Okay,
Yeah.
Tez, if I start complaining to you about you, but you don't have a problem with you, what are you supposed to do with that?
Ignore it. I
Right, but
mean,
then right,
my
but
version
then
of
but
ignoring things is filing them in the files, taking note, and then never speaking to you again.
yeah,
Right. I agree.
And if I do have to speak to you again, I will be hostile.
I understand, brother.
I,
I
I
just
wish
I
that wasn't the
just
case. I like
yeah,
I wish that wasn't the case about me sometimes, bro. Can I talk about that?
sure. I mean, it's our stream, Tez. Go
Yes.
ahead.
Oh, I didn't know. I just now realized this is our
Yeah.
show.
This is your
Welcome
shit for
everybody to
real.
our show.
For real, this your
Um,
shit. I'm just visiting. It's your shit. Say what you want.
Uh,
this is how we hang out, y'all. Funny thing, they think we kidding.
no.
We'll get back on topic in a jiffy.
Yeah. Create some more stupid
Sometimes I
comments
wish
too,
that I
so
was more
I can
welcoming.
86 you.
You know, sometimes I do. I wish I was more welcoming sometimes. But
You
then
do?
again, I just can't bring myself to be that way.
Yeah.
I can't. I cannot bring myself to be that way. Every time I start thinking about it, like, every once in a while, it'd be like once every, quarter century. I'd be like, man, I wish I was, you know what? No, 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 I'm glad I'm like that. Yeah, no, no, you can't come over here. like, we gonna have a party, y'all. Where you gonna have a party at? Not my house.
Sheesh.
Where the
Yeah.
party is? No, no,
You're
no.
not invited, but I'm gonna celebrate my ass off. But I better not see your ass there. You don't want to be around me while I got alcohol and me, homie.
That'll ruin your night.
That'll ruin my night. If I look up, I see your ugly ass face.
That's kind of how I feel about it. Yeah,
Yeah. I'm
we
similar
got.
to Tez when it comes to that.
I
For
don't
real.
blame you.
No,
Hey,
seriously.
so you gonna come in here say all this hateful stuff and then get mad about what we talking about? Ain't nobody paying you to be here, bruh.
Uh,
Yeah.
he's already
Capital Life said
clipped.
words can also be weapons. Being an antagonizing person and playing the victim card is weak. How can you do both? Your three gentlemen seem like smart individuals. Officer Tater Tot is his name. Not that difficult, guys. I'm glad I got it right this time. Yeah.
Tater tots.
Mentally, tell me to bring brainwashed by the Marxists. Bro, you tripping. I ain't even reading the rest of that. Crystal
He's
Bush
already
said-
gone.
Now,
Don't worry
finally, a
about it.
good comment. Crystal Bush said everybody has a flip side. Even Jesus had to flip the table. Just saying, allegedly. Mentally me, you grown. Amen. What? Okay, are you gonna watch the show or are you gonna? Never mind. We made up new terms. Get with the program. We make up new terms all the
And
time.
then he
It's a whole
tries to use
dictionary.
respectfully. Get the hell
No,
out of here.
Okay.
I think transracial is really a term now, though. Even
Yeah.
though I feel like I said it before it was, but it's cool. It's documented.
Yeah, Two Tights Out for You class just said, yeah, I can isolate a great deal. Roxy said, I'm going to be mad and how you treat me, how I would treat you and act accordingly. You give me respect, I'm going to give you respect. You treat me dirty, I'm going to treat you like you don't exist. Two Tights said, facts. Shanna said, or Shayna, one of the two. I don't want to mess it up. You know, I don't know which colloquialism you from. She laughed. The ultimate trio got to give. Yeah, yeah. Jory, what's going on? Look, let me tell you. There are so many people that hate themselves just because other people told them that they should. I don't think that I should be one of those people. And I've always thought that, you know what? I don't care what they're talking about. I got to live with me 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for the rest of my natural born life. And some people believe even after. If I don't like me right now and I got to spend an eternity with myself,
Right.
what makes you think that I'm going to hate myself? I would rather just not like you. If I got to not like somebody, it's going to be somebody else. And they're going to be me. Not today. Nope.
I just can't waste my energy on people. And then I think certain people like to get under your skin so they can. I call them energy vampires.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Energy vampires that just, and I grew up with one. And it was their pleasure to mess with you.
Yeah.
They don't
And
have nothing better to do.
nothing better because they don't like themselves. And you could tell those people that, definitely trying to control you, they try to manipulate you. And I'm the type of person, I built up such a huge barrier to I call my cold, warm heart. I'm cold on the outside to certain people, warm on the inside to others that I have deep regard for. If I don't regard you, I'm not even gonna waste my time. I'm not even gonna give you my energy. And I think that's where certain people get offended. And I don't know. I've seen Elliot a couple times outside of what Classic showed the other day, and I listened to him, and his assessments are pretty spot on. And I don't understand how certain people become famous. What's that? He's
Neither one
talking
of
about
us
me.
hold it in.
The what? Jeez, Cap, come on, man. Have you ever been here? I call him Officer Lapdog, if that makes it better for you. So,
Uncle Plug, what up, gang?
It's already out there. It's already out there.
I mean, if you're trying to protect him, I mean, you could go to his show. You can go and watch all his stuff.
That's
Come
probably
on
him.
now, dog. Come on, man.
Talk about a perfectly timed meme.
Hey, at the end of the day, people are gonna be people. I just don't care. I think if I cared more about what people thought, I would probably be on some medication like certain people should be.
He said you so quick to have a block party. Y'all don't understand. He will 86 everybody in here with no cares at all.
At all. I'm being nice to you, Cap.
Punk
If you
said,
really
what's
want
up,
to
Uncle
know.
Plug? Men move off respect and loyalty. I'm a great reciprocator. You F's with me, I F's with you. If it don't, it would be very clear. F and Crystal 111-333 and 888. Shout out to Uncle Plug in the building. What's going on, Uncle Plug in the building? Too Tight said, back off me, set me free. Can't steal it off my energy. You heard? Cap for Life said, I'm surprised he didn't block me yet. Just for giving my opinion, respectfully, of course. No, you made me a classic laugh, so he ain't gonna block you for that.
No, as
Uncle
soon
Plug
as
said,
you get
appreciate you last night,
disrespectful,
bro.
when you get disrespectful, I'll let you go.
And he laughing. So, old boy tweaking.
He trying to
said, come on, man. Come on.
he trying to get on the troll level. That's what he's trying to do.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
All right, we gotta hear the rest of this. We'll never get through it.
Then reconcile that in and of himself, he's going to justify why he's doing it. So I did this bad thing by calling out all these black athletes and black coaches, et cetera, et cetera. I did this thing because they deserved it. That's moral disengagement. I'm finding a way to justify why I take the position I take, rather than saying maybe the position I took was wrong. And another thing that he and Brandon Tatum have in common is there's another idea where you have a reality, we call it naive reality, where it's like, I've taken this position so hard that if I backtrack from this position, it will cause my psyche to have problems. So it's not just about changing my mind, but if I take a position other than the one that I've taken so hard, he is being massively compensated for being the personality that he is. So it almost locks him into that position. If he says, you know what, you guys are right, I need to start examining myself, I need to think about myself, it's going to challenge his psyche in a way that's uncomfortable for the human mind. So there's a lot at play, actually, with Stephen A.
Hey, I like that breakdown of how you said that.
Yeah.
There are people that will double down on a bad idea just because it was their idea.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing with people who grew up in a certain religion their whole life, and then they grow up and learn like historical data that conflicts with what they've already established their faith in, and they refuse to go with the logic and the history. They just like, forget it. I've been this way my whole life. It feel like it worked. I'ma just but at that point you're officially operating in willful ignorance.
Remember this day. Remember this day.
I mean, that 40 million per year kind of, will change a little bit of people. So
say you busy tonight, Classic.
Yeah.
Jory said people are going to be people. It's up to you to know the difference. People gonna always people. Always. You said, bros, 1:30, I'm trying to twist one up, not troll. You showed up in my algorithm. You came to my concert. I didn't go to yours. Where's my lighter, bro? I mean, this is my house. It's named after me. Named after me. He analyzed Stephen A. Smith so well. He did. That makes sense. It does. Justice said, I wrote a long comment in the very last video you dropped. I think you'll be very interested in the info at Classic Codes. Cap for Life said, good content, though. Easy to take my path. Yep. Classic Codes of Justice. I read it. Very interested about the DA. The evil runs deep. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would have to say that doubling down on a bad idea, probably the worst thing you could do.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. That's the worst thing you could do. I mean, you're lucky enough, and I say lucky because that's exactly what it is. You're not guaranteed, a second chance after making a really horrible mistake. But if you ever make a really horrible mistake and you're able to get away from it, I don't know why you would double down on that mistake again. I might steer clear of the topic altogether. Like, I don't know. If I seen somebody else make a mistake, like, I don't know, getting on a boat with a bunch of white people and then not coming home, I probably wouldn't do that. I'm just saying, that's a thing too, right?
Yeah.
That's just what I think. I think that's probably just not a good idea. At least let me get three more of us that actually think like me and don't want to be one of them. I'm just saying.
Well, yeah, but he went on Sean Hannity or whatever they call it. He went on all these political right-wing sides to argue his case instead of going to other people of prominence in our community.
He didn't go to Dr. Rashad Lewis?
Nah, he didn't. He doesn't. It's him, Anton, Little Dog, and Lapdog. They're all circling each other because they're at that platform when you're over 100, when you got 1 million subs, and they're running the same ecosystem, running the same play.
Yeah, I think that the mediums that you choose to put yourself on actually make a difference. There are
Hmm.
some channels that you'll never see my face on, no matter how big I continue to grow. I would hazard a guess that that would be the same for you, Mr. Classic Codes.
In what regard? Say that again. I was
I
reading
said
the comment.
there are mediums that you don't really want to put yourself on, and there's some mediums that I know, and some channels that I know I would never be on, even when invited. I think that would I would hazard a guess that would be the same for you, Mr. Classic
No, I'm
Codes.
pulling up.
Yeah, I'm going over the clown.
I'm
If
the
I
I'm
don't
the
like
bro.
you,
I'm the cat. Listen, bro. I'm the real category 5. Ever since hey Ted, since you and I showed up on YouTube, we've been a tidal wave, bro. Don't nobody want it with us, bro.
No smoke whatsoever.
All them little people from back in the day, back in 2020 when everybody was doing YouTube and coming up and they was doing all the what's that stuff? This is a tangent real quick, but what was it? All the little debate panels and all the what was it
yeah,
called?
Hold
The
on, if he can run a
battlegrounds.
tangent, he better run it
What
on the
was it
whole
Fight
called?
show.
Club, Fight Club.
Fight, yeah, back when they was doing all that, all the big dogs from the Fight Club that argue on YouTube for monetization every day, none of them wanted with us. Not one of them. Not we've been stomping through here like a Nephilim since we showed up. And don't none of them said our names for nothing. Only person pulled up to hold any type of conversation is 2K. Everybody else pissing down their leg, and that's gonna stay a fact. They
To this
want
day, to this day.
yeah, we the real Cat 5. It's a fact.
Who? All right,
You need to let him know. Ain't nothing
he's
wrong
starting to
with
get on my nerves.
that. Oh man, I ain't even see it. It's cool.
I'm just
He's
saying,
starting.
like nobody has tried to debate or hey, come over here.
It's
I
not gonna
disagree.
happen. Every time,
No.
every time. Look, and I'm not trying to go down that path today. You know what I'm
2
saying? But
hours later.
every time I say I will come on up there or you come on over here, don't nobody want to show up, and then I'm stuck. And I start telling them. I stay in the
2
chat.
hours later.
And by the time that I get done trying to type it in the chat, they either time me out or then not show up to my show, and then I got to show up to every one of their shows like this. It makes me look like a bully. It makes me look like a bully, man, every time.
One dude tried it with me. What I don't even know the name of their channel. I could barely find their channel. One dude tried it with me, and they average 6 views per stream now.
Wow.
Chewed his ass up, spit him out.
That's absolutely
It's a
terrible.
damn shame what happened to them. And they jumped off the porch talking about me and they whole shit about politics. Y'all should have kept it about Trump. I don't even know why they came over here messing with black folks.
Man, that's terrible.
Shit, crazy. Shit, that's your man's. He's still recovering, ain't he?
Gotta be what it's gotta be, right?
I remember that.
Yeah.
I wasn't home
remember
that day.
Chewed his ass up.
I wasn't home
Hey,
that day.
Hey,
I'm in
that
the
that
chat
was
like
the
I don't eat
funniest.
popcorn.
That episode
Nah,
on private. That episode
nah.
on private. They can't even find that. It's on
I
private.
know. I
Yeah.
record. I
You got it. You kept the files?
Look,
Of
Yeah.
course,
don't
you
know.
chewed his ass up, man. I went investigating on that, man. I was like, "Hey, you want to get him? Get him!"
I just don't know why anybody would go to somebody else's show when without the facts. If they would have went with the facts, then it probably would have been a different way.
Tez, what's my tag, Tez? Tez, what's the tag? What do you play when I pop up, Tez?
Hey, I let people know. Look,
What
everybody say that. I don't tell them.
How
It
does
usually
it go,
sound just
Tez?
like this.
Say his name and he appears.
Classic.
So I wake up. I wake up to my phone going off, and guess what? I heard somebody was saying my name. So I appeared like Candyman, and he regrets it to this day. He regrets it to this
Hey.
day. It's a damn shame. Got to give him that is he dead kick.
Mm.
Yeah.
Hey,
And you know
the
what's
way that-
even funnier? What's funnier is that when you go when you come over to this side of the planet, you don't think I'm gonna research who you are, cross-reference you with stuff. I found a whole bunch of his stuff, and I was like, he's a comedian, and he
Bad
still
form.
got cooked.
Bad form. That's what I'm trying to tell you, man. They know to leave alone around here, man. Let me do my thing in peace. They know to leave alone.
Hey, he got
At
in the
some point,
footway.
at some point, people will realize that there are different types of people,
Yeah, yeah,
and unfortunately, some people have to learn the hard way.
yeah.
There's been quite a few occasions that you've witnessed both yourself and myself handle some issues that some people might have called a little bit unconventional. But
Cause you just straight go on your like when you walk someone down and then you go in on them. It's just like, man, let me take my headphones off. I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear none of that because my ears start to go. God damn, he killing this dude.
I
This
will
is
I will explain this to you. It's a tactic called total annihilation.
yeah,
Right?
napalm.
Total annihilation. Like it's letting them know that I didn't come here to make friends. I came for war, and you came with piecemeal treaty, right? Unless there's no reason for war, I'm not going to accept a compromise.
Mm-mm.
There has to be no reason for war. It has to make sense for me not to go to war. But if you
No.
attempt to go to war and then try to back out after the war already started, no, it's like Thermopylae, dead to the last man.
No.
Hey, 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 Brutus, you still got two arms? Yeah. What you want to do with those two arms? Everything. All right, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how it's gonna work.
Right.
And so,
He
but
said,
here's the problem. I did not come empty-handed.
don't let
You know,
Tez.
I kept all the files every time. I made sure that I clipped what I had to clip. Every time you pissed me off, I made sure that I kept the clip of it. So if I got 30 clips of you pissing me off, I'm going to show you all 30 clips and why you pissed me off, how you pissed me off, the reason you pissed me off. Why didn't you give me this 15 clips ago? Because I wanted to let you know that you were never safe. I told you was never safe at the beginning, but you thought that it was sweet. And so by the end of this, I showed you that you was never safe, and you didn't want to listen. I didn't hide the fact that you were never safe. I told you from the beginning that you weren't safe. I told you from the beginning that you weren't safe. If I would have told you that you were safe, you would have been totally fine to believe that you were. But I always told you that you were never safe in this situation. But you wanted to just, no, you go come onto my side of listening. No, I'm not coming over to your side of listening because you're not safe. You're not safe. Wait, you couldn't let that ride? I don't let nothing ride. What are you talking about? Nothing. Everything I let ride came back to bite me in the ass. I don't like getting bit in my ass, so you're not going. I'm not letting nothing ride. I'm not doing it.
That's true.
What am I supposed to let you hit me for? I'm supposed to let you hit me?
No.
Wait, whoa. So wait. If I don't feel like getting hit today, I'm supposed to let you hit me just because it's fair. No, no.
Yeah.
You don't have enough defense. I got way too much offense. To the point where I got defense. If like the little pew pew. Bounce up right off. See, I ate that one. Now what you about to do? Because it's my turn.
Yeah. Crystal.
Them
Started to
30,
go
and
ape
if I
shit.
didn't have enough, them 30 little infractions that you got built my armor up. So 31, and I ain't gonna feel 31. You about to feel all 30 of these given right back to you. Dang, Tez, why you do him like that? He deserved every second of it. I should have did it sooner. Well, you just an asshole. I'll be that. But I'm not gonna be your asshole. And you ain't gonna bump me. You feel me?
Who I don't know, and wish him well, and I wish he would be more introspective. But yes, they're very similar in those ways.
Yeah, look, I've said things where people, it's umbrage too. They're like, oh, I don't know about that. And then I say, okay, I could have worded that differently. I think we all, right, have done that, but our intentions are not bad.
Right.
Now, but my thing is when you talk about this moral disengagement, many times the excuse, or one of the excuses is, I mean, come on. You see that I'm black, right? I can't be doing that because I am black. You know what I mean? Or I can't be doing that because I am gay. Or I can't be doing that because I am a woman. That doesn't mean that there is, and I think you talked about this as well, internal.
I will take one step farther. From one of the favorites of my wrestling days and loving to watch professional wrestling when I did, as much as I did, one of my favorite characters used to always say, it doesn't matter what you are. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter what your name is, because it doesn't. First of all, if you don't like me that much, don't talk to me. Don't bother me. Don't talk to me. Don't try to come to no functions. Don't try to invite me nowhere. Don't try to ride in my car. I don't want to ride in yours. I don't want to meet your girlfriend. I don't want to meet your husband. I don't want to meet your wife. I don't want to meet your ugly ass kids. Just leave me alone. If you don't like me, don't try to get me. Don't try to make me relatable. If you don't like me, just continue not liking me. I will be fine. I'll be perfectly fine. Hey man, why they don't like me, man? I don't care. Look, the reason why I don't care is because when you spend too much time being worried about other people liking you, you forget to like yourself, and you got to be with yourself all day long. And that's just no braggadociousness at all when it comes to that. It's just the truth. You got to be with yourself all day. You need to find a reason to like yourself, even if you are ugly, sorry, some bitch. You need to like yourself in some way, shape, form, or fashion. You might never get this fly, but you ain't got to think of yourself that badly either. Don't compare yourself. It's a thief of joy.
The thief of joy.
Because if I don't like them, I don't like their kids either. Classic, am I wrong?
Hey man, leave me out of this, brother.
Yeah, you don't want to tell the truth right now, do you? No. No, you don't want to tell the truth right now.
Listen,
you make.
I don't show it all the time, but deep down inside, like, I slap shit out of all y'all.
That was me with a haircut in corporate America.
Hey, that is funny.
Real talk though. In corporate America, why is it always two old white dudes standing by the water cooler talking about something they don't want nobody else to hear? Maybe on this.
Indeed.
And they always leave when somebody else walk in. Always. I know y'all was talking about something y'all shouldn't have been talking about. I didn't want to hear it. I'm glad you left because I didn't want to hear it. Don't involve me in that. Don't make me an accomplice by eavesdropping. Nope. I need plausible deniability in all of these situations.
Crystal.
All of them.
Catch it straight.
Justice said in one of the race Batum tap dancing Tatum interviews, I can see you the video with the timestamp. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Had to emphasize the PH on that one. All right. We got more of this.
Or internalized racism. Internalized homophobia, internalized misogyny, that you can still be a part of a group and still exhibit those things because it is so pervasive in culture. And and in many ways, we're acting upon what we've learned, where we learned it from. We're picking up the traits of the people or the society or the culture that we have been reared in. Ooh,
well,
is that a purple suit?
But it's actually internalized racism or
fuchsia.
internalized homophobia, et cetera, et cetera. When the world hears that, the pop culture idea is like self-hatred. I hate my blackness, or I hate my my gayness, or I hate my whatever. But that's actually not what it is. Internalized racism, I'll use that term specifically, is you've taken on the mentality of your oppressor or of your colonizer. And it's actually a survival tactic. So think back of slave days, right? Like, we couldn't stick to our culture. We were literally beaten, tortured, killed at times. So you have to take on the ideas of your oppressor. What I wish both of these men would do is to say, the messages I'm saying are, whether I believe them or not, but the messages I'm saying are congruent to the messages that they are saying. And why is that? There are about 6 well-known scholars that often write about and research internal racism. And they have different ideas, different thoughts about it. But one thing that's unanimous is all of them say that when you are dealing with or struggling with internalized racism, you don't know it. So the fact that Stephen A. Smith denies it is actually part of the criteria that people like me look at.
Wow.
I'll pause real quick, Ted.
Elliot.
Pause real quick. Just real quick, because we can get back into it. But so that last piece was exception. It was extremely important, right? Because the people that you may know, or that I may know, or that we have known over the years or whatever, because we're from not from, but we both moved to and eventually are from a melting pot suburb. And in that melting pot suburb, you do have a lot of black men and women. who deal with internalized racism by its proper definition, as Elliot just explained, which means you take on the ideologies and the thought processes of the oppressor. That's why a lot of times when you are talking to somebody who you perceive as the Uncle Tom, not because of how they talk, right? Because In2tdep said
because
people,
of how they talk.
Deep said they call him that.
Up, class.
Well, no, Deep just said he got called a lot of that because of how his diction sounds, like his pronunciation.
That's what I'm talking about. Yes.
But once you actually get to know him, you know that's a brother. Like that, I'm sure that goes out the window. But
it does. And that's happened to me on multiple occasions because of the way that I speak. But here's the funny thing about this. You have known me when I lived in the hood. Unbeknownst to most people, like, and I don't mind telling that story again. You know, my mom talked about it. You know, I still lived in the hood when I was going to school in the burbs. I had to get up every day and drive an hour from the hood to the burbs every single day to go to school. That does not mean that I have to live there and do everything that I had to do there. And then we got lucky enough to move back out there to where I'd have to get up an hour in the morning to go to school. She's wanted me to have a better education. You know what I mean? And I got a better education. The way somebody talks is only a colloquialism, y'all. Like if you haven't been down south or you haven't been to the islands or other places to see how people are talking, that doesn't mean they're dumb because they don't sound like the accepted Midwestern dialect. It don't. Right. And then somebody from the hood can sound exactly the way they sound, but be one of the most educated people you know. Mm-hmm. Like there's people that don't like the way that Attorney Ben Crump talks because of how he talks. But not realizing that you don't pass the bar of being an idiot.
Right, but the last piece that he drove home in regards to it being something that they don't realize, and so actually defending it is part of the criteria of being internally racist. You see what I'm saying? You don't. So oftentimes the people who get called the Uncle Tom or get called a raccoon or get called the house ninja or whatever the case, whatever the terminology is, right? Their main thing is to project outward, right? Counterattack.
Yep, every time.
Yeah. Like same way Stephen A. Smith does, right? Or they'll throw money at the situation. How could I not be for my people and I've volunteered? Or how can I not be for my people when I donate money? How can I not be for my people when I gave 20 to a homeless man on the street? Gestures. Yeah, that's all performative. But when you talk about black people, you say they.
Right, they.
When you talk about black people, you say the blacks. When you talk about, it's not us, it's not we.
I'm Negro.
It's not ours. Right.
Or they get offended when somebody uses the short-term form of the oppressive word. I never get offended by that. If anything, I ain't gonna lie to you. If anything, when another brother will address me like that, I don't never get angry. Never.
Well, you have to understand that it's actually a term of respect because most black men who were not feared were called boy. Boy was the disrespect. Come here, boy. That was the disrespect. When you were bucking up against the system, when you were being resistant, that's when you became a nigga.
Yeah.
Or a nigger. You see what I'm saying? So the N words.
You ever notice that too? You ever notice that when you playing nice, they don't call you that.
You're a boy. When you not with the program, when you not doing what you told, when you not going along with the get along, that's when you became an N word. So the more rebellious of us would be that in those times. You know what I'm saying? But then you got the good old boys.
Look, if you
right?
ever see me acting anything like the other way, it's definitely because of this.
You better learn how to lie like me. I'm gonna find me a white man and lie to him right now.
But nah, it's important to realize that most people who get those terms slapped on them like an Officer Tatum, like a Stephen A. Smith, they don't realize that they're doing every idea Stephen A. Smith come up with is the white idea, not the right idea, the white idea. Every idea he come, because I've listened to Stephen A. Smith talk a great deal, and no matter what, he always circles back around to you got to play the game. Man, it don't matter what he say. He'll talk for
He'll tell you got to play the game to your face.
He is gonna circle back around to you have to play the game.
He'll tell you that in your face, but also just to make sure nobody is safe around here. Every time Classic come around, you got to remember.
You don't want zero problems, big fella.
Yeah, would yo put it like this? Tez, you got Black Panther lineage in your family. Would any of them ever give you the advice that you got to play the game?
None of them ever did.
Any of the people you know that are associated with the fruit of Islam, would they ever tell you to play the game?
None of them ever did.
Any deeply rebellious black group that was about anything militant at all, would they ever tell you to play the game?
None of them ever would.
Right. So the people who tell you that you got to play the game, they don't even know that they've taken on the oppressor's mindset. Telling you to play the game is telling you to infiltrate and try to learn how to win within the confines of a system that didn't consider you a human when it was formed. That's never going to be a good idea.
You can't win the game, so why play it?
To be blunt, for all my folks that's listening that want to hear me just keep it real, that's never going to be the idea that a real nigga give you. A real nigga never gonna tell you to play the game. Do you have to do what you need to do to provide for your family in the meantime until we can figure out something else? Yeah, but play the game, that's never gonna be. Bro, I got several promotions and was highly effective in corporate America for almost a decade, brother, and I never played the game. The white dudes by the water cooler, them was the ones that walked out when I walked in. I made everybody uncomfortable. Cause guess what? Yeah, we in corporate America, but I had that swagger about me. Oh, buddy, would take that badge off. Yeah, I would take this badge off. Fuck this job. It's everything. It's respect first before whatever little paycheck you got for me, whatever little you try to get smart with me in an email. I'm pulling up to your cubicle or your office, whatever the demonstration is. Don't nothing come before, you know what I'm saying, my manhood, my respect, or none of that. And a lot of the house ninjas, a lot of the internalized racism brothers, they'll tell you that you're unhinged and you're making emotional decisions and you just sound like a nigga who was gonna pick cotton without complaining. That's what you sound like. You sound like a nigga that's gonna go for it. Don't tell me I'm unhinged. These are called boundaries. This is called manhood. You see this demonstration that you think is emotional? It's called dropping my nuts. That's what that's called. Like we have officially made being a man under all circumstances a bad idea. Oh, so because I'm in this, so because I would like to continue getting a paycheck, I'm supposed to let this supervisor talk to me outside of his head? You crazy as fuck. I can go get a job. You crazy as fuck. Yeah, you think, do you see what I'm saying? And that's the difference between the one who stayed back on Juneteenth when they found out they was free, but they was already a house ninja, so they decided to stay and just be an indentured servant. Well, I know I could leave, boss, but I kind of like it here with you. I kind of like it here with you, massa. Oh, well, I sure appreciate you, Douglas. Why don't you go on in there and get us a couple glasses of lemonade? Right away, sir. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
they don't even, that's what I,
string you up, man.
That's what I hear when I hear play the game. Fuck that game. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the difference. I ain't want to, we interjected longer than I wanted to, but yeah, because he about to get into Tatum now.
Let's go.
If something ever, I have a falling out with my therapist. Can you have two therapists?
You cannot. No, you cannot.
My therapist is really, really, really good. But then it would be weird, though. I mean, would it be a conflict of interest to have you on? But we don't have to tell people that actually you're my therapist. Anyhow, I find you fascinating, and I find you brilliant, and you're different because a lot of people are concerned about, I'm not that person's therapist. I think as long as you're transparent and say, I don't treat this person.
I don't treat
this
person.
I don't. This is just my professional opinion. You're right.
I'm not diagnosing Stephen A. I'm just saying, if I were to talk to him, here are the things I'd be looking for as an assessor.
Right. Okay. I want to talk about what's going on with Officer Tater. So I'm going to I just want to put a button in the Stephen A. thing, though. Because, okay, listen to this. This is Stephen A. on black women.
Jasmine Crockett chooses to express herself, I'm like, is that going to help your district in Texas? I'm just going to go off about Trump, cuss him out every chance I get, say the most derogatory, incendiary things imaginable, and that's my day's work. That ain't work.
I believe Kamala Harris's political career is over. But
this was the last straw. And I'm going to tell you why. Because although I'm certainly not an advocate of her diming out her boss and talking about whatever deficiencies he may have had, you could have said something. You could have done something other than what you did. And I don't want to hear about 107 days and that's all you had. You know what 107 days gave you? It gave you the opportunity to take over the campaign and do it your way instead of capitulating to what his people wanted you to do and you doing whatever you thought was necessary under the realm or the guise of loyalty and costing, and in some people's eyes, costing yourself the presidency.
Okay. This is what I'll say. I want to hear what you have to say. I don't want to influence what you say.
Well, I just think that's an example of grandiosity. Like what experiences do you have that makes you think that your opinion of something not related to sports, where he has earned a lot of credibility and he's got a lot of experience, why do you think you can make a point about politics? You don't live in Texas where Jasmine Crockett represents, so you don't know whether or not it's in the best interest of Texas or not. You have not been an attorney with Jasmine Crockett is, so you don't know what the thought process is behind the way she is advocating. And also, why are you taking a position that her adversaries are taking? And this is to the point where I was saying about internalized racism. You should examine, why do I have the same opinion as her adversaries? That's an important thing to look at, and he is not looking at that. So it's like, why are you inserting yourself into dynamics where you clearly don't belong and you believe very much that your opinion in this space matters? That's a problem.
This is what I will say. I'm going to be as moderated or modulated, but either one, both work, as possible for me. So I have, over the course of the years, realized that you can, it's all in the way you ask the question, right? To get someone to answer. If you ask it in an animated, somehow threatening or accusatory way, you'll get a different answer if you ask it with a smile. You know what I'm saying? And it's all in the way you do the analyzing of something, the way you handle it. Now, this is very animated. Like, what? Like almost as if he is scolding these people, where I think it would have been, in my opinion, more effective had he said, in my opinion, Jasmine Crockett is a talented, politician, a talented young woman.
I think he gets to take it. Not too far though. Maybe like a minute or two from wherever you was at. I don't know.
Or accusatory way, you'll get a different answer if you ask it with a smile. You know what I'm saying? And it's all in the way you do the analyzing of something, the way you handle it. Now, this is very animated. Like, what? Like almost as if he is scolding these people, where I think it would have been, in my opinion.
I think it's farther than this.
It's just a couple minutes. Nothing crazy, because it's all a part of the same conversation.
Well, here we go. We'll go here then.
Going to be talking over each other, right? Yelling. But if you're like, hey, look, with all due respect, let me just say this. I'm not, saying that is bad, but this is just my opinion of whatever. And I think that would have worked better. And I think that's what people are. But the other thing too is, which is the same thing that happens with Tater. Every opportunity that you can take to defend someone else rather than someone else, you know what I'm saying? It's like, why do you have to be the defender of supremacy and the advocate for the oppressor, as you said, and criticizing, you always the critic of your own?
But there's a clear answer to that. There's a very clear answer to that. One of the things they're both very, very good at is getting clicks and views. And they're both very good at understanding what audiences am I catering to get clicks and views. Another thing is they've both created characters. And as we know, the longer you play the character, the more blurred line becomes between you and the character that you are portraying. So Stephen A. Smith is brilliantly speaking to a very particular audience. So to answer your question, my theorem, which I would love to talk to Stephen A. about, is why doesn't he say exactly what you were like? She had 170 days. And in that 107 days were challenges. She had never been in that position before. She didn't expect to be, because when it started, Joe Biden was running. She did as best she could in that situation, but she could have done this, this, and this. Why isn't he saying that? Because that is not catering to the particular audience that's giving them clicks and views. That is not catering to the audience that is getting them compensated at a very, very high level. So I'm just not going to say it, because if I say it, it puts at risk. So when you do this thing, and everybody's brain does this. This is what we do. Our brains do this thing called identity cognition protection, or identity protective cognition, which is by taking this position. Stephen A. Smith recently got like a $20 million deal from ESPN. And by taking the positions I take, I have this
It wasn't just that he got a $20 deal. It was that he was the only one that didn't get fired.
Yeah, but he got 105 million for 5 years plus.
Yeah,
his other
everybody else got fired.
Yeah, that was a you've been doing a great job pat on the ass from the white man is what that was.
They literally fired everybody else. All the other brothers got fired.
Yeah.
But he said it right though. He said that they are playing a character.
Look, they got rid of Ryan. They got rid of Jonathan Coachman. I mean, there's a lot of people they got rid, not just them two, but they got rid of a lot of people. And then they fired almost everybody from NFL Network.
Pretty much.
When they acquired it.
Yeah, because they don't play the game like they want him to.
Know how that go?
He asked me and not you, so I'm gonna let you take it, class. So, class, I got a serious question. What's the difference between systemic and internalized? Real talk. I plead ignorance, plus I'm baked right now. I can't goggle it.
Difference between systemic is something that's in the construct of society that's working against you almost covertly and overtly. Internalized is optional, but you'd have to realize it first, because a lot of there's a set of ideologies that certain black men gather through their lived experiences, whether it's because they grew up around a lot more white people than black people, or because their first major role model may have been Caucasian. There's so many different ways for them to arrive at this place, but they have these, or sometimes it's because of their own success. You have black men out here who are able to, get successful within today's construct in whatever way, whether that's going to the league, whether it's going to trade school, or hitting big on Bitcoin or whatever, right? They found some type of lucrative success, working hard with an LLC. I got family that's retired military, whatever they've done, right? To get whatever they call success for themselves. They get their success, and then they look at everybody like, all you got to do is what I did. Or if I could do it, all of y'all could do it, this, that, and the third. And then it's almost like they become blind to certain factors that work against the masses. You understand what I'm saying? It's almost like they can't see it anymore. They no longer understand systemic racism because they feel like I've successfully navigated. I now have the Underground Railroad to success. Y'all follow me. And it's not that simple. You understand that if every black person in America started being financially responsible tomorrow, within a year or two, they'll inflate you out of being comfortable again. Or within a year or two, they will raise taxes out of you being comfortable again. Or within a year or two, they will come out with something. You get what I'm saying? Like there will be something that impacts the way that you are gaining power. It's already been proven. See, that's why. And then they try to act like we can't bring this stuff up. You had Black Wall Street in Tulsa, right? It's the only official American bombing by America in America, right? They bombed Tulsa.
Oh, there's two.
Because
there's another one, 1985 in Philadelphia.
Right. You have the one in Philadelphia, and then there's been other smaller areas that have tried to ban up, and it gets disbanded or dismembered prior to it even getting to the point of Tulsa or Philadelphia. You see what I'm saying? So there's historical data that shows that if
it's the only time it's ever happened, though.
Well, here's the thing. There's historical data to show us that we get all this unity, we build out.
you better build a military simultaneously. And that's where the crash outs come in. You see all these sensible play the game and get inside the system motherfuckers don't never want to team up with the crash outs. That's your military, buddy. Because whatever if you can't protect it and it's black, it ain't yours. It ain't. America showed us that already. I'm talking about history. America showed us that already. If you build something and you're not prepared to protect it, and what you built is black, it's not yours. And they will show you very quickly. It's historically proven. Nobody can debate what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? It's evidential. So if you're not, whatever you're building, you need to build military with it. Why you think the Fruit of Islam still moving how they is? It's one or two reasons. And shout out to everybody in the Fruit of Islam. I don't want no smoke with you guys. I got a lot of, hey, inshallah, I ain't got no problem with y'all. Alhamdulillah. Straight like that. But the Fruit of Islam is either one or two things. Either they're as militant as they look, or at the highest level of the organization, they ass is police. It's one of the two. That's the only way you operating the way you operating without no, you know what I mean? Without no real wild ass government interference for this long. You feel me? Like the way the Fruit move around throughout the United States of America and beyond, bruh, they either police at the highest level or they really bout that shit. One of the two. The NFA, the Not Fucking Around Coalition. Remember that? Mm-hmm. That popped out around the George Floyd time, the NAFC or whatever it's called, the Not Fucking Around, the NFAC. Well, yeah, the leader of that got disbanded very quickly because remember he was organizing armed marches in all of the governing states where you could have, you know, long rifles and stuff, open carry states. He was organizing armed marches, hundreds and hundreds of black men marching with their rifles and their firearms on their side. And he made one mistake, and they got his ass sitting in the feds right now for 20 years.
One mistake.
One mistake. He pointed his firearm up, and In2tdep will look into it, but he pointed his firearm up at a rooftop because he thought there was somebody trying to snipe them on a march, and it turned out to be federal agents surveying them. Mm-hmm. So he technically aimed his firearm at a federal agent, and they took that opportunity to throw the book at his ass. So what I'm telling you is, we need to unite and just build. It's not that simple. They're not. I don't know why, I do know why. Because of Jesus. But black folks are trying their hardest to get a revolution without no blood being shed. It's impossible. It's impossible. That's the part y'all want to pray. Y'all want to strategize. Y'all want to play the game. There will be no true revolution. There will be no true freedom. There will be no releasing from under the oppressor's thumb without blood. Allegedly. And that's how that goes.
86 months.
That's how that goes.
86 months in federal prison.
He got 86 months left, or that's how much he's done?
That's how much time he got.
That's not that much. How many years is that? I thought they gave him 20 years. That's like 10.
That's like 5,
less
6
than 10
years. It's like 5-6 years.
Yeah, but it's Fed, so if he does,
he got to do most of it though.
Yeah,
so 5 is 72.
But that's
6 is 84.
But you see what I'm talking about? What I'm talking about is real though. Yeah, they convicted him and charged him and everything. He's sitting right now. And that's what I'm saying, bro. You try to build something. If you don't build a military with it, it ain't going nowhere. They'll tear that shit right down. Yeah, man. Listen, these wolves are going to show you their teeth. But no, y'all want to make friends and babies with them. So go for it.
The problem that you're going to have is when you try to make it known.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem. You're over here trying to build it on, and that's where I find it. I don't go to this stuff like that. No, if you're going to build something, like that, I'm just saying hypothetically, if you're performing that out in the airways or any of that nature, I'm out. I'm not even going to put myself in there.
7 years. Yeah, y'all got my numbers messed up.
7 years, 2 months.
Yeah, 7 years.
Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I'm going to keep quiet.
No, I get what you're saying, though, Deep, but it's like, how do you even get the numbers underground? You can't, You kind of can't. You know what I'm saying? It would be such a slow burn trying to get numbers on the incognito side, having to put the phones in the microwave conversations. How many of those you going to be able to have hand to hand to build up thousands and thousands? You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying, bro. That's why when people be like, I'll be like, man, it's over with, bro. Hey, everybody just find their own way. It's over with.
I've been monitoring certain other chatters on certain things, and I can tell you right now, they have an underground going right now for the nationalism.
I know. I invade their spaces quite often. I haven't done it as recently as before
Yeah,
because it's not a game anymore. But it used to be a game,
yeah.
especially around the pandemic. The pandemic, they had a good time being nationalists.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
They're
mean,
they have fight clubs now.
You talking about like the Confederate flag waving people?
No,
Who you
Word
talking
up.
something
about?
different. Something different.
Yeah.
Is it rooted in racism?
Of course.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so what I'm saying is
Yeah,
them
we not
folks.
see the Confederate flag waving people. They're goofs, right? And
Right.
I'm not saying they're not capable of some violence, but they're gonna do stupid stuff like what we're talking about right now. They're gonna do dumb stuff like this. There are people that are worse than them, the real racists,
Mm-hmm.
not the poor
Yeah,
whites.
I mean, but
Not the poor whites. We're talking
those
about
are
the
the
real
you
racists.
talking about the people that founded the country, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I just don't want to go into it.
I mean, we don't have to, but I'm just saying, like, bruh, like these people, that's not underground. They built this shit. The colonizers, the OGs. I mean, we not talking about a secret organization. Like, I guess everybody, I guess
No, we
more
know
people
they
got
exist.
I guess more people got the glasses on than what I think. Like,
They do.
I never been blind, yo. I mean, I never been blind, yo. Like, I had to get used to white people. I didn't know white people till I was like 9. You know what I'm saying? Like, bruh, like, man, it's always been clear as fuck to me. I'm sorry, bro. Maybe I'm just not naive enough, or maybe I wasn't ever blind enough, or some shit like that. Like, I always saw it for what it was, bro. Like, I never, I don't, okay, nah, like, I don't know, whatever. I'm not. We been, bro. If you go watch the movie The Purge,
Yeah, I seen it.
You see it,
it's
Purge?
all the movies The Purge show you how ready they are.
Exactly.
Yeah, bro. Like, we've been there. Listen, man. Never mind, because we gonna get off in the
Yeah,
because I'm
yeah.
ready
That's
to
why I
crash.
said.
I'm ready to
Nah.
like black. We
You
just
see, I'm exercising restraint.
That's why I said let's move. Hey, let's get to this.
Don't get me started.
Officer
on that.
Tater.
Look, before we even go, I had
no,
an
I
argument.
get what you're saying, Wolf. Wolf said they didn't build anything. We built it under duress. But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If you overtake a people and force them to build something, that's the land you built. They did the labor, but you built that. You're the conqueror. So we saying the same thing, Wolfgang. I feel you though.
Look, let me tell you. Y'all saw it. Like maybe everybody didn't see it because it's also a private video. But I had to go at let's just call him a neo. Okay. I had to go at one of those, goose stepping bastards. I had to go at one. Very live, destroyed him. A matter of fact, but they don't care. They don't care at all. They can be as wrong as they want to. That's all they care about. That's why it don't make no sense to actually pay. One, I'm not saying don't pay them no attention because you got to know where they are. But to try to argue with one of them, try to tell them that things have changed. No, ain't nothing changed. Y'all just think it has. I say it all the time. Nothing has changed. Mississippi is the same way that it was before. Sometimes they're just better at hiding it. That's it. They know it's cameras watching. They know that. But as soon as them cameras go off, what do you think happens?
But you gotta understand. But see, that's the thing, though, Tez, and that's why the black men and women that are internalized racists, right? The ones they're more dangerous than the nationalists y'all talking about.
Yeah, turn you in
because they're trying to convince you and me to go make friends.
Yeah,
yeah.
And the person that you telling me to make friends with, your naivety has me shaking friends with somebody who was at the fight, shaking hands with somebody who was at the fight club that y'all talking about last night. He was at the Nationalist Fight Club last night, and you're introducing him to me as your buddy Chet today. And you don't even know you don't even know you lining both of us up to get fucked up.
You
see what I'm saying?
They do know. That's the problem.
So the Officer Tater do know
9 times.
I'm pretty sure.
That's how you see. I always thought there was a problem, right? Now I'm not going to say exactly where we talking about, but back in the day, let's just say it was a little bit less sweet. Let's just say that much, right? Let me tell you. But there's some people that I met out there. Like first time I met them, why y'all trying to get me to come back to this person's house? I wasn't a dumb kid.
No.
You have any? Look. I can't tell you because I didn't count. But there were so many occasions where we was all outside at the park playing baseball or something. And then they try to invite me back to their house like they know me. And that's one thing I know about living in the city. You don't invite people back to your house.
Nah, not for real.
Like you don't even get to walk. Like, hey, look, I'm gonna take it back some, class. So everybody got these little plots of grass, right? These little plots of
little
grass.
bitty ass plot of
They
grass.
be like 15 by 15s.
Yep.
Right? 15 by 15 plot of grass, right? If you step on somebody's grass, you know, they OG, their grandma, their grandpa, maybe even mama or daddy, depending on how old they were, is gonna get angry with you for doing so, and you're never gonna be allowed back over here. You can't even walk on the sidewalk that's free in public.
Disrespect at any
What you at my
means.
house for? I'm not at your house, Miss Waller. I'm on the concrete. That's my concrete. What you mean? It's the public concrete. It's in front of my house, ain't it? Get from in front of my house throwing rocks. Ain't nobody ever throwing rocks. They just say you throwing rocks. Get from out of my house throwing rocks. Messing my grass up, killing my grass. That grass been dead, Miss Waller. No, it was y'all. Y'all playing in the grass.
Mm-hmm.
You can't even walk on their porch. You walk on their porch. Did you ring my doorbell? I told your little stank ass stay away from my house. Don't make me call your mama. I'm gonna call your mama. I was never one of the ones. They loved me, but I seen it happen to other kids. All of y'all could be here except him. I don't like his mama. Get up off my porch, ugly ass. Hey, y'all thought Chicago grannies was nice? Chicago grannies ain't sweet at all. They're not offering you no peach tea. They're not offering you no candy. Get off my porch. I'm gonna have a conversation with your grandma later. I'm gonna tell her I saw you over here too, stirring up trouble.
Yeah.
Look, I'm gonna tell you. The fact that these people used to invite me to their house let me know that something was wrong already. I just met you. I'm not coming to your house. I'm not stupid. Don't nobody out here look like me. Except that dork over there. That dork over there looks like me, but he done forgot that he looks like me. He think he look like them. I'm definitely not going to your house, Richard. It's not happening.
Y'all don't even know. Why you coming in here like with that crap?
I don't care. Nobody care about what they talking about.
Oh,
yeah, you don't want to go in a Chicago Mama bag. You don't want to do that. No, but look, I'm gonna tell you, mostly because I get tired of this in the community. I do. I get tired of black people thinking that things have changed. We wouldn't be talking about this if things had changed. We wouldn't be talking about the majority of the cases that we talked about over the last couple of months. If things had changed. I mean, I've been talking about this for years. It's just that more of y'all are paying attention to it now. But stop letting this happen. The best way to stop letting this happen is start teaching your kids the same way that I was taught. That's the best way to stop letting this happen. If we teach our kids the way that I was taught, the way that you guys were taught, then I guarantee you that more of the kids will stop coming up missing. And I'm saying that
I gotta disagree with you, Tez. Only reason I gotta disagree is because I think if I had to choose one thing for my people in America, in this part of the world specifically, if I had to choose one thing for all of us to wake up tomorrow completely enlightened about, that I think would be most consequential in getting us to like revolution or some level of freedom, like true freedom, it would be religion.
You would choose religion over that.
I think that's the one thing that if every single black person woke up conscious about spirituality and all the history of it and everything, like if we just all woke up with complete understanding of how these religions that people were so devout to even came to be, that would be what I choose. I predict that if every black person in this part of the world woke up to true consciousness and enlightenment with regards to religion, I think we would revolutionize in under 5 years.
Oh, I agree. Pete Gong said, I'm definitely going to attack this one. Pete Gong said there are millions of black and white people living together with no issue at all. Y'all on the internet too much. Well, Pete Gong, how many is too many? Is one too many? Is one Nolan Wells situation too many? Is one Tasia situation, Tasia Fortune situation too many? Is one Sandra Bland situation too many? Is one Emmett Till situation too many? Is one situation too many? Or is one just one? We should just, hey, it's only one lynching. Everybody else is fine. How many is too many, Classic?
One. One. But I'm telling you why we don't do shit though. Religion.
Yeah, religion talk about turning the other cheek and let them slap you on it and do things to
No,
you.
for sure. No, it's just the division religion brings, the denominations, the differences in interpretations, all of that shit keep people from getting together. And then on top of that, at the end of the day, the one thing that all the denominations agree on is grace and mercy, which simply means that when it's time to turn the fuck up is when y'all want to be the most poised and logical and shit. When it's there is a time to crash out, and I'm gonna keep telling y'all that discernment. There is a time. There's a time to be sensible, rational, and play chess, and there is a time to storm the fucking walls of Jericho. There's a time and place for both. And I don't on this internet, I don't know when the time or the place is at all. Never seen it before, but I'm just saying there's a time for both. If your ass wouldn't hurt a butterfly, you're gonna be a slave forever. I'm gonna just keep it right there. If you wouldn't hurt a butter, if you to pray for your oppressor type, if y'all motherfuckers value Jesus on the cross saying, Lord, forgive them. When I was a kid and I read that scripture for myself, and it said, Jesus said, Lord, forgive them for they know not what they do. I said, he prayed for them. When I was a kid, I was on the west side of Chicago. I was a little boy. I said, he prayed for them. They just did all that to him and he prayed for them. And listen, in church, they talked about it like it was a badge of honor. The Lord even had grace upon, man, that shit ain't no badge of honor, boy. Hey, listen, somebody do me a disservice, y'all better spin about me. It's documented. Keep these files. Somebody do something to me, folks, spin about me. Fuck waiting on the investigation. Spin about me, folks. And if y'all don't spin about me, I'm hunting y'all with them. Straight up, I'm hunting shit. Believe that. Somebody do something to me, niggas don't spin, G, I'm hunting shit.
I used to read it the wrong way.
TEZ, every day when you go downstairs, your refrigerator gonna be open. Every day for the rest of your life, nigga, I'm on bullshit.
Look, I used to read about it the wrong way. I used to read it as not, pray for them for they know not what they do. I used to pray for pray for them for what I'm about to do to them.
Yeah, I mean, shit. Jesus was up on the cross at that point. He wasn't finna do shit.
I'm gonna be right back.
For sure.
All right.
But yeah, man, that's the one thing holding us back. We overly gracious and overly merciful.
One of the things that bother me the most about all these doctrine teachings that they try to give people is nobody ever said you couldn't have a faith or a belief system. But if your belief system involves you being somebody's footstool all the time, you probably should reevaluate what you're worshiping, because it doesn't necessarily seem like something that would be very advantageous to you.
Yep.
If you have no promise of a good life while doing so. Every other religion will promise you a very good life while you're living here, but not that one. I'm going to run through some of these. If I don't read them, it's not because I don't care. It's just because they might not necessarily
just putting them up on the screen. But nah, TEZ, I mean, I'm being so sincere when I say that, brother. You're dealing with a violent and savage oppressor, and you think you're gonna vote them away is crazy. You think you're gonna amendment them away is crazy. You think you're gonna pray them away is crazy. And there's one phrase that we all just, for the sake of sticking to our guns, right? For the folks out there that have been raised to be Christian, because this particular phrase doesn't happen to apply to the Islamic faith, but there's one particular phrase that rings so true, and people conveniently ignore it at the expense of, again, sticking to their guns. And that phrase is, Black people hate everything about slavery except for Christianity. And it's true. How you think you finna overcome or overthrow or revolutionize and you still praying to the God they gave you? This ain't me pushing against nobody. This ain't me trying to turn nobody off. This me holding a grown-up adult conversation about what truly would help my people. Enlightenment. I remember talking to Mr. McBride. He was on one of the Men's Minutes and he said, what do you think the number one thing we need is? And I said, enlightenment. And he said, how the fuck is enlightenment gonna help us? And I said, the more you know. The more you know. And he was like, I still don't see how that helps. And I'm like, that's the problem. Enlightenment, bro.
I gotta ask this question because Ling said he prayed for them because he knew their judgment would be brutal. Is it wrong if I don't care?
No, I'm tired. I'm tired of all the wait for. I'm tired of all the wait for God to slide. Y'all can miss me with that. Y'all got it, boss.
What if
I respect. I respect everybody belief system. To God be the glory. But all that God gonna have the last say. If we getting our licks right here, they need to get their licks right here. Motherfuckers and took 100 lashes, been castrated, torn apart by horses, burned, buried, thrown in the river with cotton gins tied to us. All type of shit. We've been hanged. We've been tortured. We've been excoriated. We've been all type of shit. I'm talking about you name it. You name it. Stoned. They done did everything to us, and we supposed to wait for God to get his lick back in 2057 in the 900 years. Come on, man. Get
It's
the fuck
kind of
out of
funny
here,
because
man.
it happens in real time where
yeah.
somebody says to turn the other cheek, and then you got somebody in the comment section acting like this.
Yeah, come on, man.
You see,
It's
look,
too much.
this is live example. They don't care, bro.
Yeah,
they don't care. All of that praying, they gonna go pray too.
I mean, well, no. Here's the thing. I don't have any issue with these people being savages, bro. There are animals. Listen, think about the animal kingdom, man. People are no different. I live inside of nature. Like that gentleman. Go back to that gentleman. Go back to that gentleman who said that the ignorant shit. What did he say? Learn to swim. This gentleman ain't nothing but just a savage, man. This is a savage right here. You in nature. You know, an antelope looks at a lion like this person. An antelope looks at a hyena like this person. You know, a sheep looks at a wolf like this person. This person is just a savage. He lacks empathy. He lacks sensibility. He's probably mildly sociopathic, and that means he'll do something to you and sleep well at night. You people need to see comments like this so that you know people like this exist. So when you're walking around thinking that the earth is supposed to be la la land and people that's aware like me have to put our lives on the line to protect you from people like him, you know what I'm saying? That's why you put us in danger, because you walking around here with your fucking eyes closed. This dude's comment right here shows you the heart and the soul of some people. There are grotesque people, and the only people that protect the world from really, really bad people is really, really violent good people. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Y'all got to wake up, yo.
That's the second time we done got that one off today, isn't it?
I'm just saying, bro.
It's already out there. It's already out there.
Just JC, yeah. McKendrick said it's not enough. It's a few that's ready to go, but not enough. It's not enough right now. Not right now. Me, myself, I'm tired of grown-ass folks saying they don't care. Okay. I guess.
Type shit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a whole bunch of shit I don't care about. The list of things I care about is about this long.
A small list.
It's about this long. There's a whole bunch of shit I don't care about. I don't care about most shit. I was taught not to care, I was taught not to worry about things that are not in my control. Not necessarily not to care, but not to worry, because you can't do shit about it. And worrying has never solved the problem. Okay, shout out to my dad. Shout out to my dad.
You know the what they call the canon book, right? You know that canon Bible just about as well as anybody, right?
Yeah, I'm familiar.
So let me ask you a question. In at least 5 to 10 places, we see what is called the Most High God tell a arbiter of his vengeance what to do.
Yeah.
And they go do it. Or they disobey and they have somebody else that has to go do it, but they get punished for not doing it, right? So there's also a scripture that says this God is the same yesterday, today, and tomorrow. So why would this God, who tells people to go take out whole bloodlines, start being nice later on? Say, no, let them live. I'll take care of them later. Why would they change? Why would two other religions happen to have the exact same Most High, but theirs doesn't change at all? It's the same guy, right?
No.
It doesn't change one bit.
It's not the same guy.
Couldn't be the same guy if you're asking me.
Evidently. I mean, the stuff is written down, bro. If you read the Old Testament, you read the New Testament, it sounds like two different gods. It really does. And I get it. Somebody come jump in the comments and say no, because when Jesus came, that's when the veil of grace. And man, listen, bro, it literally sounds like two different gods altogether. Straight like that. God in the Old Testament was green lighting shit. Left and right, nigga. Shit was getting green lit. Niggas was getting real. Niggas in the Old Testament was getting real permission from God to go step. God in the Old Testament was the equivalent of a gang chief.
Not even permission. More like, hey, wake up. I need you to go ahead and take care of this. I'm sleeping right now. Okay, you want to wrestle?
Yeah, bro.
I wake you up. You want to wrestle?
Bro, you have to understand. Yeah, go ahead. My bad.
Hey, you look, I told you not to do that. So you about to be out here for 33 years. Wait, what? Yeah. You about to? That's when I'm gonna be satisfied. You're gonna be out here for 33 years, and then my vengeance and my debt is paid.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, you did it. I didn't tell you to do that. You did what I told you not to do. So you're about to be out here for 33 years. I hope you like the scenery. See you in 33 years. I ain't gonna talk to you till then. Don't come back for 33 years. See, look at your old ass.
Mm-hmm. I was just the only advice I would give to the people that's watching this, that are going to remain like, that aren't going to take this and be like, you know what, let me go re-examine my spirituality and do some deep-rooted historical study. For the people that's not going to do that, my second piece of advice for those who are still finna suit up and go to church on Sunday is focus on, ask your chat GPT if you want to be lazy, ask your AI, focus on every single part of the Bible that was not in the slave Bible. So ask your chat GPT what was included in the slave Bible. When it tells you, focus on studying every single part they took out, which will be damn near 98% of the Old Testament. So focus on what they didn't give you. That would be my second piece of advice if you want to remain Christian.
And what did he say, Ling? He looked over at Gehazi and he said, there are more with us than there are with them. Of course, I'm always ready for that. Why wouldn't I be? That sounds amazing. But here's the problem. The Christianity that everybody has been accepting teaches that that's not the right way to do things. So the actions of the Old Testament would be deemed wrong under the rules of the new Christianity that came about during Roman Catholicism days. That's what it would turn out to. Standing up for your country is wrong. Standing up for your people is wrong. Fighting back is wrong. Speaking up is wrong. Taking people out when they do wrong things is wrong. All the stuff that stops people from being tyrants became wrong. Did you notice that? Did you notice that, Classic? Everything that stopped people from bucking up a little bit became wrong. Why do you think that is? You think that was on accident?
Conquering, bro.
So you mean to tell me the same one that said, "Look, I want you to go over there and wipe out that whole people. Don't keep no cattle. Don't keep no animals. No men, no children, no women. All of them got to go, and then burn the entire place down." That's the same guy that said, "Look, just turn the other cheek."
I already told you no. I just gave some advice. I'll be giving out free game because I don't care. I know grown folks gonna do what they want anyway. I just be giving out free game. Go when black folks, if FBAs included, especially FBAs, when black folks in this part of the world got introduced to Christianity, you were given what is called the slave Bible. It was a fractional margin of the total Bible, and damn near 98 to 99% of the Old Testament was not included. Guess what was included though? Jesus for sure was included. And I'm not beefing with Jesus. I'm just letting y'all know, study what they didn't give you. They went through with a fine-tooth comb and decided what to keep out. So if you're going to remain Christian, go study everything that wasn't in the slave Bible, because that's what they don't want you to know. If there is salvation in the book, which I believe there's plenty of tools to be used for salvation, we just have been subdued out of using them. But the salvation that is inside the book is in the parts that were left out of the slave Bible. I'm trying to give y'all a free game. If y'all didn't know this, it is perfectly fine. You know now, and God don't make no mistakes. So just go study the parts that were left out of the slave Bible, and then you will know what you need for real. Because what they gave you ain't what you need. What they gave you is what they could use to control you infinitely.
Or go read the Ethiopian Bible.
Or you could start there. But that's a little bit of too much history. See, I'm trying to make it light on them. I'm trying to make it light on them. I'm trying to make it light on them because everybody don't want to do the deep dive. Everybody don't want to do the deep dive.
When you wake up, you'll wake up.
Yep.
Anyway, I stay away from that subject.
Yeah, Divinely said, I'm a preacher's daughter and my people couldn't take the truth and disowned me. I believe it. Now, that's not of Christ. But anyway, we was talking about internalized racism. I don't know how we ended up here, Tess.
We know how. Someone was in the comments, and then
got him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone was in the comments running their mouth. I was like,
no, Crystal, I'm with you. I'm with you, Crystal. It ain't enough. You right, Crystal right. She said, believe it or not, a lot of people have chosen to re-examine their spirituality, especially during the lockdown. That's why church attendance is down significantly. No. You absolutely right. It's not enough. And the re-examination wasn't all the way. Because look, you got a lot of people who jumped out and went straight spiritual. And then you got the whole, and no disrespect to the ladies, I mean no harm. Black queens forever. I'm talking about all women. But you have a movement right now of all the X304s running the church by the thousands nationwide. So all the people who jumped out of the word got replaced by the X-hoes. I just paying attention to the climate. I don't want no smoke.
Oh, they're all going to church.
I don't want no smoke.
They all going to church.
I'm talking about I think church got to be 88% like women, 88% women, and the others and like 5%.
Leave my 304s alone, please.
I'm leaving them alone, brother. I'm leaving them alone.
We know where you
them alone.
It's already.
I'm leaving them alone. But they
I
are.
I like the stayover, the lockdown stayovers,
or
the singles meetings. I love those.
What up, Skull? How you doing? Skull was in the building, y'all. I couldn't let him pass by the wayside. What's cracking, man?
Did you want to? Are we gonna cover the alleged fight with Nancy Graham now?
Yeah,
I know we went off on our tangent, but because somebody just said I just got here. What's the topic? We about to talk about
tonight
the altercation. Kenya, what's up?
The Nolan Wells.
While I was on the boat.
Kenya said, wow, I'm just noticing the wave, Kenya. I promise you I don't want no smoke. I just noticed the wave. It's nationwide. Crystal said it. I've seen it. It's true. See, I know I ain't the only one. Thank you, Crystal, for having my back.
It is true, man.
Kenya
said,
wow.
Bears here to save you, ladies.
I don't want
no my 304s alone.
I swear I don't want no
They're
smoke.
all going to church, and they be posting on Sunday.
It's groves of them.
Come on, man. I like getting the word and seeing stuff.
All 3 kids, but all 4 of their baby daddies in there.
Hey, listen, I don't want no trouble. Ted's going too far. I just saying what I saw, yo.
Look,
come on, man. Come on. See, then you got to start a classic. Look at you. I'm trying to get to the subject.
How you got 3 Rodneys in a lane as a baby daddy? You got 3 Rodneys in one lane as baby daddies.
Look
what
you start. Right? Look what you start. You turned them on.
You mad talking about, well, Jesus is my husband. He can't be all of y'all husbands. You can't be all of y'all husbands.
Kenya, I'm not responsible for Tez.
Yes.
I promise you I don't want no issues with you.
And then try to play Susie Homemaker and on the internet. Always cooking, always lounging around in PJs and smiling with the kids. Why didn't you do that when that man was around? You want to be out when the man was around. Now you want to be in the house with the kids and all of that. Come on now.
See, she got my back too. Divinely said you're not lying, and the PDFs running the church too. I'm just
most of them was preaching.
I'm out of it. Tez, let's come on, man. Move us along, Tez. I'm trying to get out of here. We already got one wow. I don't want no trouble, man.
We don't need no smoke. Leave my 304s,
bro.
See, y'all did this. Y'all act like I won't say something.
Let's go. That's a W. That's E1. That's E1.
See what
that's the type of dude you go find at church.
Hey.
He go there just for that.
I'm out the way. I was just saying what I saw. I don't want no trouble, ladies. Y'all know it's nothing but love.
This is the witness.
What?
Oh, ugly witness. Not him. This is the other.
Oh, I know. That's Mr.
This is
Cox. Yeah.
This is
he Cox. Don't have no tie on. He don't have a tie on.
Y'all, he got he got Officer Tater.
See, you got him started in the chat. He talking about Jesus is my husband. See what I'm saying? You got him started in the chat. They laughing. Oh no, that's bad. Let's roll. Come on, Tez. Let's roll.
Monday Motivation said, "Here we go." We got the people in here tonight.
Let's roll. No. Nolan
Wells on the island around 6 p.m. The Triton, as you said, left
Around 4:30.
What witnesses? Where? Who, what, where, why, and when?
I have not spoken publicly.
Hey, don't piss off somebody with that haircut. I'm gonna tell y'all again. When they got that haircut, steer clear. Steer clear of that haircut.
She like black
Publicly
men.
about.
You said what?
Nancy like black men. She got that bob.
She got the
Hey,
that's what I'm saying.
you know she was a prosecutor over in Fulton County in Georgia. I did some research on her.
Yeah, she got a bob, boy. She ain't scared of us.
About this before, but I witnessed an altercation involving Nolan Wells from a boat nearby. What I saw has stayed with me, and I believe it's important information. I have provided or intend to provide my account to the appropriate investigators because Nolan's family deserves the truth. Out of respect for the ongoing investigation, I won't speculate beyond what I personally observed. While I was on the boat near the area, I witnessed an altercation involving Nolan Wells and several other individuals. I saw what appeared to be an argument that escalated after there was a dispute involving Nolan's phone. I heard Nolan yelling for his phone to be returned. The argument continued after the group reached shore, and I observed a physical fight involving Nolan and multiple people. I also observed a young woman telling them to stop. At that point, I left the area because the situation had appeared to be getting worse. I did not remain long enough to witness what happened afterward. Everything beyond what I personally observed would be speculation, so I cannot honestly say what occurred after I left. Then she said she messaged one of the individuals that she saw, hey,
I mean, do we have any fault with this timeline, or is this timeline pretty much accepted as close to the truth as we gonna get?
323 video shows, crowded Anchorage, video shows, boats, people in Anchorage, 31 Nolan's friends left North Horn Island, group of people fighting at 5, 7:30 witness states Nolan, nowhere in sight. Yeah, I don't know about this group of people fighting.
Me neither.
Y'all know nothing about that part of it.
Me neither.
7:30 Nolan nowhere in sight. I believe that part though, because I know where I think he was at 7:30. At 7:30, I know where I think he was. That's why that's all I'm saying.
I just want to say I was a passenger.
I don't think it was Horror Island either at that time.
Hell no.
On another boat, and I saw the argument between you guys, and we'll go to the police with this information. I also have video footage. My husband doesn't show much, but it shows the argument that was taken and how you guys were upset at Nolan because of the young lady.
That from Secret Service Sam on TikTok. Okay, how is this helping the investigation? I'm trying to make sense of so many people online making comments. Now, if this is true, if there is a witness who has a husband with her on the boat and they took a certain amount of video, it could change everything, especially if the video is time stamped. Straight out to veteran trial lawyer, defense attorney Philip Dubay joining me. He's joining us out of LA. Formerly in the public defender's office, they try a ton of cases. Philip, first of all, has she turned it into police? She said she was. If she hasn't, I give her no credibility at all. Look, I want this to be true. Why? Because I want the video. I want to see the timestamp on the video. I want to see, was he still on Horn Island at 4:30 when his acquaintances on the Triton boat left? I want that video. And if she hasn't brought this forward to LE, law enforcement, then it means nothing to me. I mean, if I know a young man turns up dead in the water, and I know there's a controversy surrounding this, I mean, we know she knows that because she's gone online and posted it, then why not hand it over to police?
Agreed. And it should go to the grand jury for part of their investigation.
But I got to tell you, if I were cross-examining her, should this even go to trial, the first question I'd ask her on that.
Hold on.
I'm about to say the same thing, man. Go ahead.
Hold on. Didn't nobody ask you if you was cross-examining what you would do? That's how you know what side motherfuckers is on.
Exactly.
Did anybody ask you what you would say if you was cross-examining?
Nope.
Shut your goof ass up, brother.
I think we can take it from here.
Yeah, we got it from here. Yeah, we got it from here. We got what we need.
Yeah,
we got what we need because we don't need to know what he was gonna ask if he was cross-examining. Are you cross-examining?
Are you
goof? It's always a goofy in the midst
every time.
Nancy Grace been having a lot of goofies on her platform. She been having a lot of goofies on her platform. I don't know what that is.
And she has a known history of embellishing.
Mm-hmm.
Look,
I don't trust her.
There's so many. She has a different reason for trying to find out the thing in this case. She's a different motive.
Man,
it's not
listen,
the same one as everybody else.
She won't hurt. She's grifting. I don't trust her.
There's only one motive that there should be, and it should be to help Christine and Elmore find out what happened to their son. But there are people who have ulterior motives for talking about this.
Yeah, she's grifting. If we'll get to the alleged altercation. I actually covered this already, but we'll get to that. But she's grifting, brother. If you are truly looking for the truth about Nolan Wells, finding the truth doesn't go through Brandon Tatum at all.
At all.
I mean, as far as covering the interviews he did on The Boys, yes, but talking to him, finding the truth of what happened to Nolan Wells doesn't go through a conversation with Brandon Tatum at all. So, yeah, if you're bringing him on your show not once, but 2 and 3 times, then, yeah, I mean, that's a grift because he's not conducive to finding the answers unless you're going to cover his interviews with The Boys, which is where you're actually listening for them to talk, not him. There's no need to talk to Brandon Tatum, except for the fact that he got a lot of subs, and that's going to get you more clicks and views. That's a grift. Somebody said y'all are grifting. Eat a bratwurst. Eat a bratwurst. Foot long.
Ooh.
No bun. No mustard. Raw. Eat a brat.
The brat.
And keep the sleeve on it too. Don't even peel the sleeve back. Keep the sleeve on that motherfucker.
Oh.
Go straight nasty with the brat. Fuck you talking about.
He said, don't circumcise your bratwurst.
Yeah, nah, don't peel that. Don't peel the sleeve. Eat that brat. Foot long. Fuck nigga. My bad, Tez. My fault, G. My fault, G.
You activated it.
God damn, Jimmy. This some serious gourmet shit.
Jesus.
No, not a broad. A brat. B-R-A-T. Brat. A
Worst. Bratwurst.
A sausage.
What?
Carnival
Cox.
Carnival Classic, they coming at you tonight.
Carnival size.
No, that's on your chat though.
Yeah, that's on your chat, Tez. Okay. My chat subscriber only, bro. I'm only family. I ain't got time to be fucking with these trolls.
Okay, so even if you is talking to him, I'm gonna answer it anyway.
Yeah, I don't have no patience.
You gave your opinion on everything about the case, but anyone else isn't allowed to. His mother is keeping evidence by not turning over his phone to authorities who are investigating.
Oh, you don't understand this channel.
Why are you know what? I got to. All right, Classic had his moment. It's my turn. Don't worry, y'all. Kim.
Duck.
Kim.
Shit.
Use some common fucking sense. You're asking his mother to give up his phone because it could be critical evidence. Yet they agreed to give up the phone way earlier under a certain agreement. Why wouldn't anybody else's phone be taken and seized? Why wouldn't they be able to see what was on those phones regardless of what you think was there or what wasn't there? Second of all, his parents are not under investigation for him missing because his parents weren't at Horn Island. The people who are at Horn Island are the ones who you need to be worried about and why they're not giving up information. Or the fact that nobody wants to answer the question of why 3 boys were seen cleaning a boat at 3 o'clock in the morning. The same night that Nolan came up missing, the same night that his mother came to find his phone, with their property, the same night that she had to pick up his keys, the same night it took him 45 minutes to even get the phone to her. See, the thing is not about Nolan's phone or there being evidence on his phone that they can find. The thing is about if she gives it to them, are they going to destroy it? Are they going to say there's a critical piece of evidence that she isn't allowed to see it? She never finds out what was on that phone and that metadata. You see, there's more reasons for her not to give it. It's not because she doesn't want to find out what happened to her son. She wants him to tell her the truth. And let me tell you, in this case, that woman's tuition is spot on. Yours, on the other hand, you're falling for the okie doke. Well, how much money is in your pocket then? No, you really think that people are going to keep falling for that same trick? Nobody's going to keep falling for that. Well, you just keep the doors unlocked and you'll see what happens. It ain't going to be nothing good. It never is. It never has been. It never will be. When's the last time you had a full-blown conversation with a full-blown Native American? When's the last time you sat down and, smoked the peace pipe with some Choctaw? Comanche? Navajo? Potawatomi? Maybe? I'm going to tell you. For people who don't keep something close to the chest, they usually lose it. All of it. Every time. And you end up with a bunch of white men from England's faces carved on the side of your mountain. And there's nothing you can do about it. Except watch it every day in perpetuity. Don't mind me. I just pay attention to history. That's all. Don't mind me one bit. Kenya Doll is in the building. What's up, Kenya Doll? Glad to see you back in the chat. If Katie didn't see the boat leave while Nolan was still there, then she's not helping anything. We need to know, and I still believe someone is lying. I think most of them are lying. About something. Nobody wants to answer the question, though. What happened? They want to know everything except what happened to Nolan. Unleash the beast. Get him. Somebody's got to set him straight. Classic said, cooling word on this time clock, waiting on this last plane to land. That's right. That's right, Big Sco. She doesn't have to give it up, but why not? They investigated privately. It's been over a month. Why haven't we got them throat structures yet then, Hurry Bob? Why don't they hurry Bob up them throat structures? Why don't they hurry Bob up the contents of that stomach? Why don't they hurry Bob up the lungs? Oh, Crystal Bush said Nolan's neck was freaking evidence. Did Mississippi give that up yet? No. What is Olivia Pope and the Gladiators? I don't know what you're talking about, man. Stop talking about that goofy stuff in my chat. What's wrong with you? Just JC. I have a sneaky suspicion the DA is taking time pretending they are doing it through investigation so nobody complains when they say nothing to see here. Hope I'm wrong. No, you're not wrong. That's exactly how it happens every time. They only rinse the boat. If you knew anything about boating, you would know you always rinse your boat off after you take it out of salt water at low IQ. Lol. It was 3 o'clock in the fucking morning. Shut your dumb ass up. You act like it don't cost no money to go on a boat. Do I look like the type of man that's never been on a boat to you? I'm wearing a pashmina. It's glorious.
Where'd you get that from again?
This is from Ground Score X, the wonderful artist Aaron Brooks. It is a limited edition. There's only a few of these. Now, it's very comfortable.
It looks
It's
very,
wonderful,
very.
man. I'm telling you, it's wonderful. I haven't been the type of guy that like too many luxurious things, but I like this. Let me tell you, I have been on quite a few boats in this lifetime. I've been on ferries. I've been on yachts. I've been on skiffs. I've been on, I had some spliffs. I am Jamaican after all. I've been on an ocean liner, as some people might call it. I've even been on a replica of the Titanic.
What about the pontoon boats? Those are fun.
I've been on those. I've had rowboats. We used to do little fishing stuff when we were younger in the country. Yes, we did. There was a little kayak. I've been on the kayak before. I've been on the little date boats where you guys row the paddles around. I've been on those in the lake.
Why is he keep bringing that stupid shit up?
In conclusion, just shut your ass up because you don't know what you're talking about. You came here, you assume something. It's just shut your ass up. I like the way that sounds, don't you? Take one of those little corks out of the wine bottle and then put it in there so your ass shuts up.
I can help with that.
No, let him say. Let him say so I can keep on beating on him.
Oh, my bad.
I
Too
like
late.
barbecue, don't you?
Nah.
Okay.
Keep saying same thing over. You know.
Attorney Ben Crump did not authorize the United Cajun Navy to search the boat with the cadaver dogs because, from a legal standpoint, neither him nor the victim's family owned or controlled the boat. And that's the truth. That's common sense. Actual common sense. Not you and your drunk ass friends get on a boat in the middle of the night every couple of weeks and cheat on your wives with each other. It's not what we're talking about. None of those involved with the case on the suspects really want that phone. In fact, they pray night and day that phone is missing. They do. They don't want her to give that phone up. They want it so they can destroy it.
And besides, you already know they took the stuff off there anyway. They know what's up.
She said that the phone looked white. She said that. She said that the phone looked white. Bro, what year are you living in? It's 2026. Thanks, James Bozeman or Jamal Bozeman. I appreciate you. Been 20 days since Trump sent in that audio to be analyzed. We know what that means. Nothing burger. The audio came back to be true and clear.
You got a lot of trolls, gang.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm over here pitching him.
It's the same troll.
Yeah, that's why I pitched him.
Yeah, the DA is stalling for sure. I still don't understand why they wanted Nolan to get on the supposedly sinking boat so bad. Nobody does. Nobody knows why they want him to get on the boat so bad. We've been trying to figure that out the entire time. Kim Long said there is nothing pointing to the boys that except for that audio. Drunk white boys in their 20s are not doing boat maintenance at 3 a.m. Ask me how I know. Trust me, I have friends. I used to. Keela Gordon said that's correct. Where the body parts medical examiner. Kenya said Brandon keeps saying that Katie didn't see him get on that boat. Like that's proof of something. It only helps if she saw Nolan on the island after they left. Yeah, there is a marked difference between I don't see him on the boat and he's on the island with everybody else. There's a very big difference between that. What is it? The absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence. Man, I grew up in San Diego. Them folks keep their boats in salt water all year long. Come on, SoCal. We ain't stupid. They know exactly what's on that phone. Why would it be Crump who decided rather not to bring the dogs and not the investigators? Like, whose job is it to gather evidence on the crime scene? Shout out to Classic and the panel. Stay on it. What's up, Don? And they weren't washing no salt off that boat. We know they wasn't washing no salt off that boat. It could have waited.
Especially privileged kids. They don't do that. And we could talk about, hey, why did they put it on a trailer and move it to the judge's house in a different city altogether? But you know, who's paying attention?
Yeah. I don't know that altercation thing that they talking about. I don't know that holds any weight for real. I haven't heard nothing about it. And whoever that is, instead of threatening to do something with the information and the footage, they need to just go ahead.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
just
do footage. If you got footage, Classic and TEZ, have y'all seen that guy on TikTok explaining how Nola was under those life jackets on the smaller boat? Makes perfect sense. I saw that video, but again, I cannot talk about or like those are the things that like are conspiracy theories. And until somebody can prove it, then it's still just a conspiracy theory. What we need is we need a message, we need a text message, we need a phone call, we need a picture. We need to actually see something, some identifying characteristics that let us know that was him, if that was him. Now, I can't speculate. I could speculate, but I can't, if you know what I'm saying. I just want the truth for his mother and his father and their family so that they can move on in peace, so that, the people who did this can be prosecuted to the full extent of the federal law, so they were on federal land. Y'all keep forgetting that part, don't you? Federal territory, federal jurisdiction. It's a fair case. I'm just saying, something needs to happen, because if it doesn't, then we know what it was. They done brought people in for a lot less. They done charged people for a lot less. And that's just the facts of the matter. whether you like it, whether you don't. I can't much care if you like it or if you don't. All I know is that at the end of the day, when this all comes down, there's going to either be some very angry people or there's going to be some very justified feeling people. Yes, there are. I hope not the angry ones. Or the people that feel justified are the people who know what happened to this, to this young man, and we're trying to find out the rest of what happened to this young man. I hope we're on the right side of this one. I really do. But I can't speculate as to what was under those life jackets. I could, but I can't.
I haven't seen that video on TikTok, but I'll check it out though.
Yeah, it's on there. It's been recirculated a few times.
They keep taking that kind of stuff down too on TikTok. TikTok is really, really, really vigilant on.
TikTok is where all of the most of the fake AI stuff was going on at.
Mm-hmm. Well, you can make.
There's been a lot of TikTok AI stuff. There's been a lot.
Oh yeah, they have an app on there that you can use AI.
We got 10 golden jewels from King Doll. King Doll. Every time that somebody
thank you
to the channel, whether it be myself, whether it be Classic on his channel, it does not matter. We get a song.
I'm only gonna do this once. Classic. Lord God, anything attached to me that could be holding me down and keeping me from my ascension. I pray that you detach that from me, so I can fly. They think ill about me, they still around me. Lord God, please set me free. I ain't going out like Gandhi, bet it won't be nobody next to me. Cause I'm watching the people I'm loving the closest way more than the people I don't. Cause the people that hurt me the most in this life be the people that's locked in my phone. They made
Hey, thank you for that. We appreciate it a lot. I'm sure Classic does. Allegedly, Elmore was searching the backyard and was stopped. He was approaching that boat that was by the pool. Said Ms. WDS. I don't know the validity of that either, but I'm gonna say I don't think Elmore going, y'all. Yeah, I don't think Elmore going. As one person that I really do feel like if it's time to buck up and get something, he gonna do it.
Oh yeah, he looked like the type.
That old man is jacked.
Mm-hmm.
That old man yoked up.
He
probably in the gym right now waiting for something.
That good old Bo Jackson style.
Yeah. You know, I ain't got too much more tonight, y'all. I mean, this is some serious stuff that we've been talking about, and it kind of just makes me want to just go out. That's all I'm gonna say. Just makes me want to go out. You know what I'm saying? It makes me want to go out. And I don't like feeling like that, and I mostly don't like feeling like that because there's not things that we should be having to do in this day and age. We shouldn't have to do it, but the fact of the matter is that there's a whole group of people that have never changed. They have never stopped being the way that they are, and they will never stop until someone makes them stop. So if all you well-to-do peace seekers want to join up to some other people, not me, I won't believe you, but if you want to join up together with each other and go, I don't know, picket them, y'all go ahead and do that. But when they treat y'all the same way, you find out that picketing don't work, maybe you do something back. Maybe. Odds are low because you're probably cowards. But a man can dream. It's just true. ain't nothing more. Like, think about it. I said this before. Flow state. I'm always in flow state. That's what I do.
She said she sent that because she wants some more music.
Oh, she gonna get some more music. Yeah, you gonna get some more music.
200 jewels. Go ahead with it.
Yeah, you gonna get some more
appreciate
music.
you.
So, I mean, when it really comes down to it, I say this all the time. Classic says it too. What's the only thing you get when you're sitting on the fence, Class?
Is a stick up your rectum.
We don't do fence riding over here.
No fence riding. Pick a side.
You over there.
I don't care which side it is, but pick one.
You over there.
Anytime. They sitting on the fence, get a pole up your butt. That's all it is. Every time.
Pick a side. Pick a side. Any side. Pick a side.
Right,
over there.
I ain't really trying to do no hooks or none of that. I just want to get on that water, float one time. I'm only gonna do this once.
Classic! Panoramic roof for a decade straight. Mama mentality since back in the day. I was in college hooping in crazy 8s. 06 beat class gon' spray. I had a switch on the blick and it sound like a switch every time I let go of the gate. You go with the flick of the wrist. You ask for the time and I show you my wage. 333, I'm the captain of the team. Take it to the bank, you can follow my lead. I got the codes, I got the keys. Win, lose, or draw, you can put it on me. Full blown chef return from a black sheep. Everybody take heed every time that I speak. Plays up the line, I'ma make a good read. Cut from that creed, follow the seed. I die on my sword before the day ever come where I cower and plead. I cry to the Lord before I call a human being for a sigh of relief. I've been working and stacking and learning and growing, ain't really got time to compete. Man, I couldn't even walk just a couple months back, I'm just happy to be back on my feet. Man, they called me to see if I won't do a theater, I told them my dog gotta eat. After all, I just got back from Greece, dancing on cliffs at the side of the sea. Living the present, I'm happy to be. Thanksgiving every time that I eat. Amen. Winning every time I breathe. Might as well work cause I can't even sleep. Might as well work till the game been beat. Discovered or not, still moving elite. Discovered or not, still moving prestigious. Treating myself how I wanna be treated. Had to step away so they know that they need me. Preserving the dope, had to put it in the freezer. Return to the surface, they think I'm a sleeper. Whole time I'm a favorite, I know the procedure. Plot get thicker and thicker. The farther we go in, the waters get deeper and deeper.
Okay. They don't know they're out of here.
Can't say I ain't love her. Definitely can't say that. Can't say
That's
I ain't love her.
Atlantis with that money.
I'm only gonna do this once. Yeah. Classic. Can't say I ain't love her. I did. I've been through some pain, she been through some pain. We needed each other. Real life. Sometimes I felt like I was a man, sometimes I felt like I was a brother. I know it sound crazy, it's hard to explain, but we trauma
Atlantis with that money.
Rockin' super hard for years and ain't calling nothing. You made me wanna shoot, my dear. I remember that little bitty coupe you was in. I was working at my shoe store gig. You and sis came in and get some shoes for a kid. I had to know what was to you. No way I was letting you leave without seeing. Ended up getting your number in front of my supervisor. Cool as a fan. Invited you to slide on me. First night you came through, I was cool with you staying. Rocking with you wasn't part of the plan. Trying to lock in with you wasn't part of the plan. Look at my chest and my heart wasn't there. Just went through it, hard for me to care. Bearing some burdens that's hard for me to bear. Still feeling like a part of me was there. I ain't love her. I've been through some pain, she been through some pain. We needed each other. Real life. Sometimes I felt like I was a man, sometimes I felt like I was a brother. It's crazy. I know it sound crazy, it's hard to explain, but we trauma bonded.
That's Atlantis with that money.
And ain't call it nothing. Ain't wanna be alone with your thoughts. In the nighttime, I was comfort for you. Little pink money Carlo. I remember used to park it for you. Half black, half Puerto Rican. Used to ask you to bachata for me. Get mad, start yelling Spanish. I remember made me hella horny. Lot of kissing, lot of touching, feeling. Lot of cuddles, lot of cuffing, gripping. All the nights it got hot and heavy, but it ain't never happened. It was something missing. All the pain, all the lack of trust. Between the two of us just wasn't mixing. Dope part about it, we was so close. I ain't never feel like that was missing. I've been through some pain. Why you ain't say nothing? I'm only gonna do this once. You always knew I'd make it in the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? You believed in me the whole time? Yeah. I couldn't tell. You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Seen them hard times couldn't kill me. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Stages on moon getting bigger. Now you wanna say something. But watching my story all winning. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't call? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Stages on moon getting bigger. Now you wanna say something. Put that on my soul. They ain't hungry no more when it's time to eat crow. Or farming, I'm enhancing my glow. Ain't gon' argue with you about what I know. Photo album, all I'm seeing is ghosts. Had to remodel from pillar to post. Said what I said, I ain't come here to argue. You said congratulations, should've said sorry. Got it, now you won't be part of the party.
Hey, they need to see that one live. I'm just gonna say, if y'all haven't seen that one live, y'all messed up.
Tomorrow at the party. Tomorrow at the 10K subscriber party. They'll be able to see it live.
What time?
I've been wanting to play that.
Did I just?
Yes.
Yeah.
Said, who is this?
See that one
Said, who is this?
so many times.
What?
Fat 213 said, who is this? That's me.
Yeah, that's this
Yeah,
man
that's
right
him.
here.
Yeah.
Going in.
I've been wanting to play that video, the live version, so bad, but I want people to go see it. See, I don't even give you. Y'all be thinking I give y'all all that stuff for free. I don't give y'all all that stuff for free. Nope, not doing it. Nope.
You know, hey, the only thing I do regret is not going to that. But I didn't know y'all like that, and I'm scary like
you
that.
You missed a good time, man.
No, I'm scary like that. I ain't gonna lie. I'm be like, yo, hey, first of all, Chicago's, pew pew stuff is not for me. I'm like,
you would have been fine. Yeah, you would have been fine.
Not me. Nah.
They all made it back. They all made it back.
Nah. I don't go to any state where I don't have that with me. I ain't even gonna lie to you. They said Georgia. Oh, I can go to Georgia.
Fact,
Texas.
there's on Classic Codes channel. There is a spot for music that you can be a music subscriber on his YouTube channel.
Yeah, the $9.99. So come get it.
You can go on there and get that music.
Like me.
Yeah, I can't give him the whole thing for free.
Nah.
You got anything?
I need that track in my life. Yeah, go to you could go on Sound if you got SoundCloud. I mean SoundCloud free. If you don't got SoundCloud, just download SoundCloud. It's on my SoundCloud. But no, in all seriousness, just get the Music Plus membership on my channel if y'all really want access to it. I'm not overly particular, but I will be putting up the Sebastian tape tomorrow before the party. So the Sebastian tape will be on YouTube tomorrow under my Music Plus membership. Among a couple of other exclusive pieces of content. So yeah, man, y'all get ready. I got my 10K subscriber party is tomorrow. I'm sure TEZ will be there. I'm sure Deep will be there. We partying tomorrow. We gonna have a good time. It's gonna feel like we in person. We finna have a good time. Yeah.
Just like the birthday
I'm with
party.
it.
Deep, you got anything for the people at the end of this?
I'm gonna say stay right, stay tight, and no fence riders.
Class, what you tell these people?
It's always the same with me. My last request, if y'all don't do nothing else, make sure you stick to the codes.
Hey, y'all want some more music? We got 2 end credits, and I'm TEZ, I'm 2-4. This has been the TEZDOWN Nightcap featuring the classic codes and In2tdep. Make sure you guys subscribe, like, hit the button. We got 2 videos for y'all. Y'all want to stick around for some more music?
TEZ, I'm in the gym. I'm in the gym this morning too. Midnight Madness.
We got Midnight Madness in a couple hours on the classic codes. If y'all want to catch up with them a little bit more.
Y'all want to come work out with me, man? We in the gym. A couple hours.
But until then, we got 2 videos for y'all. Enjoy the videos.
I'm only gonna do this once. Classic. Lord God, anything attached to me that could be holding me down and keeping me from my ascension. I pray that you detach that from me, so I can fly. They think ill about me, they still around me. Lord God, please set me free. I ain't going out like Gandhi, bet it won't be nobody next to me. Cause I'm watching the people I'm loving the closest way more than the people I don't. Cause the people that hurt me the most in this life be the people that's locked in my phone. They made a mistake, I gave them some grace. I make a mistake and they won't do the same. People be dishing out what they can't take and they take what they cannot get back to the game. I'm unforgiving cause I'm unforgetting. I harbor resentment, I know what you did me. I am not Jesus, it ain't no repentance when I'm on a mission and moving relentless. Been here before, I know the feeling. Think it's forever, the end to be chilling. Mike Jackson, my life is a thriller. Close to midnight, I turn to the villain. Boundaries over sparing your feelings. Sebastian gone, you can cry me a rib. To be great, you gon' have to be different. When you say it, they gotta know that you meant it.
Drop a 1 in the comments if you feel like key parts of the timeline are still missing, or leave your take below. Share and smash the like button and send this link to your group chats or social feeds to keep these details in the spotlight. Hit subscribe and turn on our notifications so you never miss a live drop from TEZDOWN Nightcap with TEZ and In2tdep. Appreciate everyone who pulled up and tapped in tonight. Stay tight and stay right. We'll catch you on the next TEZDOWN Nightcap.
I'm the TEZ. I'm the TEZ.
Welcome to the TEZDOWN. Welcome.
I'm the TEZ.
1, 2. Welcome. Welcome to the TEZDOWN. Party time.